What's going on, welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You guys already know what we're here to get into, girl. This is the improv show. You guys have been blowing me up about the things of the things of the things. So we're going to get into them things. Before we do so, you know what I need you all to do. I need you guys to thumbs up this video until it is absolutely stuck. You guys know that YouTube thumbs up button not only triggers up the algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up the notification system. So when you are thumbing up a video over here, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another conscious crew member and letting them know to get their arses into the sanctuary, because the king is in fact king gain. Also, shout out to all of the new subbies. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. We are a all-purpose platform, baby. We do it all in this mother lava, all right? Also, make sure that you all have your notification bell set to all. And last but not least, please share this stream wherever it is you have digital community. Whether that is your YouTube community wall, whether that is Facebook, Bible book, MySpace, Your Space, Instagram, Snapchat, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're loud, live, and in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Okra.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So I am on a time crunch, you guys. I have a special guest. I do have Sharell's World in the building with me, okay? I'm going to bring Sharell up after I do my little 1-2-1-2, honey, because both of us were mumbling and cackling and mumbling at the things, baby, that are going on out here in these digital streets, honey. So Sharell will be joining me. I also want to thank a lot of you guys who are still sending me birthday love on PayPal and Instagram. Thank you guys so much. You guys know that my birthday was November of last month, and then I couldn't even enjoy. Well, I did enjoy my birthday week, but my plans were not executed because, baby, you know, the work was working, honey. The content was contenting the week I was supposed to be on vacation. But you guys held me down, honey. We got into all the things, and the things have kept on giving. Also, I want to thank all of you who really enjoyed yesterday's collaboration between me and Storm Monroe. It was really epic. I got so many dope-ass emails and DMs about how that conversation was much needed, and as a Black community, we need to continue to normalize conversations around sex and sexuality and all these things which have been deeply taboo in the community, girl. So I'm going to be working on all those things for you guys, and it did what I wanted it to do. Now, I don't know if y'all had heard of it, girl. I don't know what the tea is, honey. I woke up to the foolishness shy. Y'all know that y'all favorite horse mouth Christian commentator, girl, Wiggins, done fucked around and allegedly made up with his op, girl. Made up with his mother and Stalker, girl. Okay? Now, y'all know it was a lot of things going on at a free Zeus event. A few months ago, girl, Miss Wiggins got body slammed all on her neck, all on her jawline, honey. You know, she got wet, girl. She got doused in the face with Sprite, girl. Okay, this got all types of toe up and fucked up, honey. And both of them heathens and whores got threw out like roadkill, child. All right, then y'all know that live streams had went up, child, and Wiggins was acting like he was Michelle Obama, and he didn't know whether he was gonna have to file, you know, a TPO, a restraining order, you know, which are like several already on the mental patient, girl. And he was just all spooked and motherfucking nervous, girl. You know, it was just going on, honey. Then he brought a little lovely lady up there named Cupcake, honey. And, you know, she got into some teens, and apparently she was teen mental patient at one point. Then she was back teen Wiggums, and then back not, girl. You know, it was just the backwards and forwards for me. And then it was up from there, okay? The slander ensued, and all of the debauchery took place. Well, apparently, girl, Wiggums and his stalker, as he would call the hoe, okay, ran into each other in the broke side of goddamn LA, child. And the supporters of his, girl, commenced to dragging his motherfucking ass accordingly. So let me go ahead and show you guys what had happened, girl, because this was the first round of dragging that took place, child. Is when Miss Girl had posted, girl, this foggy ass 720p photo of him and the mental patient, girl. All right, how doing? How doing? All right, here we go now. All right. So this was about, 24,000 hours ago. It says, going into 2024, I'm not taking unnecessary beef. You good, I'm good, we good. All right. And here it is, girl. Everybody looking real wrinkled in the face, girl. It's giving crow's feet everywhere, girl. Okay. Then we got to scroll on down, child. Hold on. Let me remove this banner, girl. And girl, a lot of the folk was not here for it, girl. They dragging all over on Instagram, dragging all over on Twitter. Dragging everywhere, girl. Okay. Miss the Empress 44 says, was certainly not expecting this, but if you can forgive him, then you can forgive official Queen Hemorrhoid too. Okay. Everybody was like giving 100 and speak on it, girl. Okay. He responded with something basically to nonsensical, girl. And the comments were commenting. And then we get here, girl, and Miss Time to Be Selfish, girl, shout out to her, has said, don't take beef with you, but also stay on track and don't allow any distractions, girl. She went on with, saying some words of positivity. Then we scroll on down, child, to Miss Jovan, who says, do not trust the mental patient, girl. He is the weirdest guy I ever saw. His clubhouse antics were nasty work, okay? Then right after and under her was this comment. This is going to be fun watching him be destroyed. Another comment says, girl, he may regret this, though. Don't get too cool with the mental patient. Dude is a mental health patient. And once he gets mad with you over anything, like a female, he will turn on your ass, okay? People needed the origin stories of this. Another person says, girl, if you keep your friends close and your enemies closer, what's a person? Okay? Somebody else said, girl, he couldn't wait to get a pic with the gummums. Girl, clout is a hell of a drug. All right? So someone else said, so y'all basically just had sexual attention and had to fight it out. Got it. All right. Somebody else said, wow, Wiggins, good luck with that mental patient. He is messy as fuck. Another viewer said something very interesting. They said, this is why I mind my business without taking sides. People will flip on you while you're windmilling on behalf of their bullshit. Okay? Girl, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Somebody else says, oh, hell no. I'm not going to lie. I'm disturbed by you hanging out with that vulture. Be weary. All right. Someone else said, girl, this is so weird. Ain't got to beef or hate someone who made ton of videos about me, then sucker punch me, but I ain't going to talk or take any photos with you either. I guess. Then somebody said, this girl, okay, Miss Mindful Beauty, let have. Basically took the words right out of my mouth and said, Wiggins, I'm noticing the pattern of you being weak on principle. This is not what being the bigger person means. This just further demonstrates how you are very inconsistent in your stance on others and is why you cannot beat the flip-flop allegations. You talk with a strong conviction against people, then go back on everything you said. You did it with TS, you did it with Storm, you did it with Cupcake, and now with this fucking weirdo. All right, someone else right under that said, forgiving your stalker is hella weird. Someone else said, this is some 6th grade stuff. How are you smiling, taking pics with someone who walked up on you like that? This isn't someone who talked trash. This is someone who tried to physically fight you. Anything that comes after this is definitely your fault, Wiggins. Too damn gullible. Okay, another person said, Lord, the mental patient is about to hang this picture up on his motherfucking wall, girl. Someone else said, Wiggins, be for real. Okay, child. So it was a mess, girl. All right, it was a mess. Now I got my little 1-2 commentary. Shout out to the 312 in the building. Please thumbs up. Run those thumbs up if you're in the building, girl. Once again, we got Sharell's World in the building, girl. So let me go ahead and just get straight to my fizzle so I can bring my girl up here, girl, and we can mumble and cackle and mumble accordingly, child. All right. Now, y'all know recently, girl, y'all know I don't fool up with this girl. I don't do her by any means, girl. I tried it. You know, the Gemini shit, I can't get with, girl. The fake-ass plastic LA personality, girl, can't do it, girl. The shallowness, the lack of spirituality, moral fiber, girl. It's just not my swag, child. Well, you know, things kind of escalated recently, girl, when I had put in that work when it as relates to my audios. You know, when I had to set Sledgehammer head ass up. And Mr. Ed over here decided to repurpose my content, post it all over Twitter, post it all over Instagram, and then also do a reaction video, girl, and not even credit me for my work. Okay? So I had owed this whole digital ass whipping to begin with, girl, but because I was booked and busy, girl, because I was flying high with 6-figure ass niggas, honey, because I was on private jets and shit, girl. You know, sitting in a box, girl, exclusively, girl, having Kurt Franklin and Tri Tribute them perform for me, girl, because I had things to do. I had people to see, girl. I had money to make because I had fans to fan with, girl. You know, I had to sit that digital ass whipping on the back burner, but I had told y'all that she was going to be coming around the mountain when she motherfucking comes. And now we here. So here's the thing. Armon, scallywag ass Wiggins, once again, girl, goes proving all his motherfucking haters and his struggling ass supporters right as the flip-flopping narrative hits an all-time high around his frail ass public image. You see, this wannabe LA socialite has been getting dragged for months now, from his shallow ass delusional commentary on Meg Thee Stallion, Cobra's release, to his insensitive victim-shaming commentary on Keke Palmer's domestic violence situation, to using my content and not crediting me for it as he got his clicks and views, resulting in fans dragging his obtuse ass all up and down Crenshaw Boulevard, to now making up with a nigga that he labeled as a stalker, weirdo, emotionally unstable crackhead from a Free Zeus Network event line, after he was doused in the face with douche water, leaving Wiggins' eye sockets blown out and his hairline spiraling off into the Milky Way galaxy. To add insult to injury, his alleged stalker went on for months slandering him and threatening to make him fight for his life every time he saw him, which resulted in Wiggins and his press on Timu teeth expressing his concern for his safety, his concern for the patient's mental health, him possibly putting paperwork on the sober living facility morally bankrupt clubhouse reject, to also bringing up a woman named Cupcake onto his platform to show a receipt of the stalker trying to coerce her into acting as if he wasn't puppeteering things behind the scenes, while also making allegations that he was also trying to get her to help him to put a fake ass police report on Wiggins, girl. But after a chance encounter with his stalker in broke ass West Hollywood, Wiggins folded harder than a picnic chair, converting that ass whipping into a handshake with the goddamn quickest, bitch. Then the sad ass, pathetic, wannabe socialite girl tried to justify making up with a nigga that threatened his life, stalked him at 2 different events, and even assaulted him with roach spray at the previous Free Zeus event by saying, because he doesn't have long-standing beef with the weirdo, that it was nothing to make up with him. Well, what the fuck does Wiggins consider long-standing? The man been putting coke up your nose narratives about you for months, publicly humiliated you, and the ratchet ass back alley bussy popping friends thrown out like District 1 trash on the side of the road, and you don't think that that's long-standing beef, girl? Bitch, it's easier to just say you a pissy pussy asshole who was scared to get packed the fuck up like a botched BBL for the second time around with the mental patient, girl. A nigga pulled up on you for round 3 after you popped all them screwed in ass teeth out of your mouth and you converted that ass whipping into a bestie real quick. And of course, because the mental patient ain't got no friends, he ain't got nobody flying him out, treating him well and showing him his worth. He had no choice but to take the friendship because he can't afford not to, because the last thing that slobber mouth asshole needs is another parole board hearing, okay? Tasha Noke, nor Storm, nor Nick at Night, nor any of these folks ever did anything remotely close to the shit that the mental patient did to the squarehead asshole. And it was all the way up with these other folks. Yet he claims that he can't be cool with nobody who tried to destroy his motherfucking platform. Child, that's what he had said. He had said, girl, that he just can't afford to do it. And I'm thinking, is that right? Because with that same logic, T.S. Madison needs to drop her association with him. Because as soon as she didn't gift him with a ham sandwich for Thanksgiving, He got to dragging her body, her life, her house, and even brought on one of her ops, Cookie Tookie, and they both dragged her porn and then accused her of stealing paintings and furniture out of her friend's home upon her transitioning. I mean, it was ugly as hell, and all because he didn't feel she supported him. Unhinged even needs to stay completely away from his ass, as if that's the case too, because as soon as he felt rejected and abandoned by her, he went on to drag him for years, only for us to find out that he was kikiing with her the whole time and even caught her after he made up with Storm to ask her thoughts, while publicly acting like she was the worst bald-headed ass non-Christian woman in the world. Just like when he caught himself wanting Cardi B to see him as a friend, but as soon as she invited him to an event and had him seated by the men's restroom, he dragged her for being fake and not really making him feel like a natural born power bottom, while at the same time he was letting Jason Lee talk all that shit about Cardi B behind her back to him and didn't even expose that until it was Mad Day. The nigga literally wanted a bitch to really consider him a friend, while he knew another nigga she considered a friend was a secret op and didn't even put her on game, while expecting from her everything, because that's how much of a user, manipulator, and a debased gutter snipe ass bitch he is. Just lacks loyalty, has no awareness of anyone else nor his own hypocrisy. Every time somebody calls his loose booty ass to the carpet, he got 50 million 11 excuses for his low grade behavior and politics, but got the nail in the hammer out for all the other bitches for doing the exact same shit he does, girl. We just trying to make it make sense over here. You know, we're just mathematicians, girl. Okay? Now, here's the thing. You do whole shit. You a clown dog face ass bitch. And the only time bitches fuck with you is when you fucking with another bitch you hoes don't like collectively. That's why you don't get no spins nowhere else about nothing else. And the only goddamn reason you even got to where you at, which ain't far, is off the backs of dragging black ass women and inserting your bitchery into female business, because the niggas don't fuck with your lopsided twerking ass. And the gays you can't fuck with at all because you feel inferior toward us, which is why you gotta hate on Saucy Santana, because he can live in his feminine ass truth while getting major accolades on his music, while your songs are still being sold in CD format. I'm waiting. Then you fucked around and streamed my content and didn't even credit me, yet you complain about hoes doing the same shit to you. Now here's the thing. You don't got to like me to credit me for my work, and if you don't like me that much, you need to stay the fuck away from my work, bitch. It's that fucking simple. This is content creating shit, okay? It's business, baby. And bitch, I works for the business I provides. And if you can't work my name into a tag because I made your job easier that day, then going forward, ho, you'll be flagged accordingly. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't need no validation from you, ho, because I'm the one who dropped you after you agreed with Tasha K's antics toward me and Larry. But you ain't agree with none of her antics toward your smush booty ass. Because that's the type of shallow ass hypocrite you is. Bitch, you don't even have no validation to provide nobody, especially when you scrummishing through the bowel movements of YouTube to argue and befriend the most delusional of hoes to begin with, bitch. The only thing you could ever do is say my name when you running my shit, bitch. I got validation from the bitch who didn't give you a to-go plate when she was requesting me numerous of times to join her on the Supreme Queen's court while you was over on your platform looking goofy and bitter. I got validation from my friend and mentor whose books nor public image I'll ever burn or tarnish into a crisp because he treats me according to my works. While you on the phone complaining to him about why your mentor wouldn't even pay you to host gagging. Bitch, I roll with top dollar niggas. You will never find me in a free line with you, yet alone a free event. Bitch, I'm in boxes at concerts. Okay, first class on Delta, PJs, girl, exclusive parties. Because that's just what love does. Something that your feature begging ass could never get without running a bitch her appearance fee. Shout out to Rolly. Okay? There's a big difference between me and you. And that's me and you. Now you down here begging the bitch with a short leg and a dislodged eyeball for validation while I sit and gag at you pussy assholes. Bitch, you around here taking selfies with a damn mental patient to avoid him touching your ass upside your motherfucking head again because you need validation. You don't see me with none of you loose Mario coins chasing ass bitches, and there will never be no makeup because this is who you hoes are and this is what you hoes do. This is why them celebrities you say you cool with but won't show you no public love move how the fuck they move because they know you ain't trustworthy. You a goofy ass, thirsty, basement dwelling ass bitch who ain't got no talent beyond inserting himself into beef with bitches, and there ain't no redeeming quality to standing for you because the same hoe who defend you today like official Queen Hemorrhoid be a fool to goddamn tomorrow. You are a wide mouth joke who thinks celebrities need to support you when they already doing that by being celebrities, bitch, which is your claim to YouTube, right? Celebrity T. So how the fuck they gonna help the help, bitch? You the help. That's why you can be outside without requiring security because you're a civilian girl, a pepper paddle, morally bankrupt West Hollywood hoe with food stamp ass logic. You try too hard, your slip is showing, and so is your lack of validation. Keep flying them goddamn Spirit Airlines because Los Angeles clout got you chasing around with them goddamn $3,000 apartment room for rent ass buildings where the homeless nap out in the lobby and niggas overdosing on pills and potions right across the hallway from you, ho. Now, before I get really carried the fuck away, let me go ahead and bring up my motherfucking guest. Hey, Sharell. Hey, Bo.
Hey, Conscious.
How you doing?
Damn. Did you leave anything out?
Bon appetit.
Funny.
See, I told that no highline having ass hoe that I owe her ass whipping, but see, I just had shit to do, Sharell. I had things to do at the time, honey.
Oh
And you know, I don't give the devil no shine when the Lord is at work. So when the Lord finally leave me alone, when the Lord finally go find him somebody else to bless, and I got some time to be on these hoes' necks, that's when I galvanize and gallop back around. But how you doing?
First of all, I want everybody to know every time I call Conscious, he makes me laugh. You are crazy. The whole thing is asinine. It really doesn't make sense. Personally, for me, it was it a year ago now when Armon gets into it with Jason Lee, and I come on there and I just say, hey, you know, that's not a smart move. You probably don't want to burn bridges like that. They dragged me from here to New Mexico like it was the worst thing I ever seen. Then I hear him giving advice today on the guy's channel telling the guy, oh, make sure you don't burn bridges. Make sure, you know, you learn how to operate in this game. You just don't want unnecessary drama. Okay, you just repeated what I said. You just repeated what I said when I was the worst person on the planet for saying this. You all in my chat talking shit. And I was just giving you some advice. Like, hey, you got to watch how you move in this business. You really, really do. And if you can not be in the drama or, you know, burn bridges and cussing people out every weekend, that's the best route to take. So I'm confused. Second of all, he needs some more advice. Let me give this to you. What a lot of people don't understand is your following, they ride with you. When you mad, they mad. When somebody disrespects you, they're all in. You just can't turn your back on your followers because you woke up in a different mood. They don't understand. They pissed. They have a right to be pissed because you want them to be by your side during the good times. Then when things turn bad, you turn your back on them. It's a very hard position that we're in, but it's the way that it works. I didn't understand it in the beginning either. I just could flip flop or wake up one day and be like, I'm over this. But no, I got 500,000 people I'm bringing along with my ass.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta watch how you move. Second of all, I ain't trying to start no shit with nobody, but the truth is the truth. Some people just bad seeds.
Mm.
And I think most of his followers saying, this is not a good move. Somebody who come into the game, the first thing you start doing is hitting up all the big blogs, starting shit. I ain't want no parts of it. I only talk to this person because of you.
Oh Lord.
Because of you. I was like, get him out of here. Get him out of here. He's bad news. When your game plan is to come on a show, come to YouTube and just start shit with people. That's your plan. Fuck talent. Fuck storylines. Fuck spreading the truth. You just all about the fight. Yeah. That's very immature. It's a very immature move. So
and very insecure.
It's unheard of. Like, what you doing? That's why nobody want to fuck with you.
Beefing for dollars
on YouTube or over there at Clubhouse. Because when you see somebody that's got a demonic spirit and I just want to start shit. I love to start shit. Very immature. It's very immature.
You want to come onto a platform and trauma bond with all the content creators?
It makes no like he not thinking. That's why people ain't fucking with you, because that's just a mess over there. I think a lot of them people are like,
because they sick of it, Sharell. They sick of it. You team Nikki, you team Carter, you team nobody. You like it's you don't stand on principle, girl. You never read in the room. Your commentary always lopsided, girl. Like you be victim blaming like a motherfucker. Like you got damn near 98% demographic black women, and yet you anti-black as fuck. You a fucking colorist. You be dragging the shit out of dark-skinned black women. You be blaming black women for their DV fucking situations. Like it's like you.
I mean, what? Huh? I gave you some advice. Hey, you might not want to do that. Oh, you're on Jason's payroll. He pays you to talk. What? I thought I was being an adult and just giving you some good advice. Like, don't burn bridges. But you swore that was the worst thing to do.
Sharell.
And say the exact same thing that I said verbatim. It doesn't make sense. But even worse than that, that's what you do. You want to do all flip-flop? I don't give a fuck.
I remember when you gave the bald head child clean, professional advice. You would have thought you was asking that boy to get into some pussy. You would have thought you was asking that boy to put some titties in his mouth the way he lost his everlasting damn mind. It was so bad because that's how me and you intersected, because I came to your defense. Like, what the fuck is the problem?
You did.
Sharell gave Class A advice as somebody who been in the game for a minute, who has amassed a great following, who is well connected in this business. Like, you never told him to suppress his voice. You just told him there's a way to do everything, including getting your one off. It's a way to do that, especially when you know you fucking with somebody who can make a difference in your shit.
That's all I was saying. Thank you for coming to my rescue. Like, they was in my chat, like, you're jealous of what? What am I jealous of? I'm an older lady. Got a whole different audience. I don't think he knows shit about housewives.
You a mature woman with good pussy, a husband who love it. You got 3 layers to your house, and this bitch lives on 1 floor. Girl, we can't even compete because it don't even fucking compare. Mad well.
I guess you could put it that way.
Jealous well. Mad well.
Conscious, you was there that day. Thank you for helping me. They went in. Sharell's on Jason's payroll. She doesn't think for herself. She does whatever. Jason's child, stop. Just stop. And how ironic to a year later, you say these same exact words to your new problem. He's a problem. Your new problem. You say the same exact words. But even worse than that, let's say, okay, whatever. Like, that's just some shit. I was there from the beginning. when you were putting together these tapes, when you were putting your stories together,
Mhm.
up and down. I seen it all.
Seen it all.
That's your work.
My work.
I'm here to back you up.
Yeah.
If anybody says anything different, they're lying. That is Consciouz's work. And the best you can do as a damn blogger is credit the source.
And can we just have a look? Can we just segue into that just a little bit? Because I just want to talk about this that just a little bit, right? So I felt like the bitch was asking for an ass whipping because I'm just like, first of all, girl, you know I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with them goddamn stones you went down to Mexico to have installed in your goddamn mouth. You know I don't fuck with you. So for you to literally take my content, remix it up, chop it up, and then not even credit me for my work. I felt like, bitch, you wanted to smoke, bitch. Okay, like you wanted to smoke. Now here's the gag about it, because I don't give a freak how much I don't like another content creator. Okay, I'm gonna be. Let's drop some names here. I remember 2 years ago, because you know I don't fuck with Michelle ATL and Brown. Okay. I don't care for her. Mm-hmm. It's not nothing personal, but the way she moved through that Kaya Maddie situation and just inserted herself down to the ground and became a nuisance for no reason. The shit was childish. It turned me off. I personally just don't like trolls, period. Like,
not the troll, but go ahead.
I just don't like trolls, period. Just in general. I don't like this is why I don't fuck with Lil Nas X. Like, I don't like no troll ass nigga. I don't like no troll ass bitch. Okay. So I just wasn't ever team Michelle ATL and Brown, right? But she ended up doing, I think, an interview with Apollo or Peter or something, and there was some interesting things that was going down in the commentary. So I had wanted to give my commentary on it. Now, even though I didn't play any of her content, I referenced her content. I was using her content, to create my own content, and I let the people know where they can find the motherfucking interview. I let the people know who did the interview. Y'all head over to Michelle ATL and Brown. She, boom, 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 boom. Okay, two things to be true at the same time. Like, I cannot like you for whatever reason. I don't like you, but I'm never going to use your work and not credit you for it, because I'm a content creator my motherfucking self, and I don't have to. And if I don't like you so much, if I don't like you so damn bad, then I need and I'm incapable of dropping your name on your own shit. That means I don't need to be utilizing your shit if it's that deep for me. If it's that deep for me, I don't even need to be nowhere near your situation at all. So I'm like, girl, what the price of tea got to do with the hula hoops in Hawaii? Like, you don't like me because I don't like you, bitch, but you using my shit, therefore you need to credit me properly for my shit. Because see, had I been a real dirty bitch, had I been a real press bitch, had I been the jealous bitch he likes to call everybody who got something critical to say about him, I would have flagged his whole shit down, which I'm still capable of doing. If I was a real nasty, low down, dirty bitch, I could use my technical right to claim my intellectual property, because I had it in the disclaimer of every live stream regarding that content. I said, I do not mind any content creators and influencers who want to review the work, who want to react to the work. All I ask is that you give me that you credit the work. That's all I ask. Sweet Pea reached out to me. There were so many content creators who reached out to me, even though I had put it in the disclaimer that it was a green light to go. All you need to do is just credit me for the fucking work. And yet this big gum bitch decided to literally took my shit, put music on it. Like, literally, I think I think he edited me out of my own damn interview, and then reacted to the shit the whole motherfucking night. So I was gonna drag the night that it went down, but I had wise counsel. So my counsel was like, okay, hold on, CTV, bitch, before you go Dark Phoenix, girl, just give her a chance. Reach out to this girl. Okay, I was fighting down with my counsel because I said no, because this girl know how this goes. If she wanted to do right, she would have did right. she want this foot in her ass. She want this dildo in her throat. She want to be on her knees tonight. Like, she want to be on her knees tonight because she know what it is. But they was like, no, CTV, just go ahead, reach out to that bitch. You know, just
so you reach out to him. Well, first, let me say this. I wanted to clear this up really quick. I fucks with Michelle. So
yeah, and it's cool because it ain't nothing personal. I just didn't like the way she moved in that situation. But beyond that, I don't like have nothing really against her. You know,
I just wanted to clear that up. I like her.
Yeah.
All of, you know, we go back and forth.
All comments stated on this platform are reflection of CTV only. They are not a reflection of
Second of all,
Sharell.
I think anybody would feel that way if you stole from them. Anybody would feel that way. That's what we all about. We about the credit. We about, if we got an exclusive store, y'all could use it because, you know, we all share the same stories, but just credit me. I don't think he would like anybody to do him like that.
Oh, well, that's the thing, Sharell. Apparently, this person has been up in flames at times in the past when other people have repurposed his work and not credit him for it. So, once again, this just speaks to the blatant hypocrisy, right? That he can skip a loo and pussy pop how he want. He can make any executive decision for himself, but those same rules do not apply for everybody else.
But wait, you said you reached out?
Yes. So then after I was strangled and choked and slammed to the ground, to at least reach out first, and then that would objectively justify my ass whipping unto this hoe when I gave it. I contacted that bitch on Instagram where we have corresponded in the past when we were cool. That's where we corresponded at. And I said, could you please credit me for my work? Bye. And I didn't get no response and I didn't see no motherfucking correction. And then because shit kept happening that week, that all that was happening, I never had time to circle back around and to gather her frail ass ponytail up. So, you know, now we conveniently walked into a situation where I got time, I got the Wi-Fi, and I got the bandwidth to do what needs to be done. But that it just speaks to how dark-hearted, selfish, and obsessive this bitch is. Because first of all, girl, you did that because you wanted my attention, obviously, girl. You know I don't fuck with you the longest way, girl. I do not fuck with you. And you knew that you repurposing my content and not crediting me. And I'm gonna tell you why I take this content personally. Because literally, I was working when I was supposed to be on vacation for my birthday. I was supposed to be at the beach, popping my pussy in salt water, swimming on top of humpback whales, you know, rubbing down everybody else's man at the bars, getting my whole 38-year long life. But yet, you know, I had all this content that was prioritizing itself. So I had set aside all of my personal ventures in order to, you know, deal with everything that was happening. So for a bitch to come in and get they clicking their views and they Google AdSense off my intellectual motherfucking property, and the least you could have did was just credit me accordingly, and then did not when I was sacrificing to make that content at that time. That's what inflamed me.
Because I personally witnessed you work on this for a long, long time. I mean, it was a long
You know everything I was going through behind the scenes. You knew my phone was staying ringing. It was one thing after the other. You knew it was going down. Yeah, so it was just off principle, bitch. I don't need you to like me, bitch. Like, I don't need, because I think somebody said that the bitch said, oh, that girl just want validation. No, bitch, I just want credit for my work. My work that's responsible for paying your raggedy ass tired bills and those asbestos ass LA apartments that you living in, ho. Because I'm the reason why you get a cute Christmas check this month, bitch. That's what I wanted, girl. There's nothing you can do for me because you can't even do it for your fucking self, bitch. What is it? What is the power in you saying my name, bitch? And I don't give a fuck whether a bitch got 100,000 or 100 subscribers. The disclaimer was any motherfucking content creator utilizing my fucking content, have at it, but just credit me for my fucking work.
Because you could have took them tapes anywhere. Them tapes were exclusive, original, but even more, they were your story. That's what happened to you. And it's just messed up. You just have to credit people. You can't play dirty. When you play dirty in this business, that's when you go wrong. And you might think you might be on top now and damn how other people feel and damn what other people think, because I'm going to step on you to get to where I need to be. And the same people you see on your way down. It does not work. You got to treat people right.
And then have the nerve to be upset when people do the same shit to him.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same shit to him. I don't give a fuck whether I was fucking with that bitch or not. When he interviewed, when he had got the exclusive on Christopher Milan from Bad Boys, what, a year or two ago, whenever it was, I credited that girl for her work. I referenced that girl. I linked her channel. I linked her fucking content, bitch. Like, I'm not that emotionally invested in disliking none of these hoes to the point that I'm going to cross professional lines.
I mean, it's not just you. It's anybody. Anybody would be upset. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. It's wrong.
And that's why that bitch need to be cutting me a check. Because, bitch, don't make me have to denot your motherfucking asshole.
Like, the whole thing is crazy. Like, really, who just comes on the internet and like, I'm just gonna start beef with everybody. I'm gonna just go after people for no earthly good reason. Even worse, when I see you, I'm gonna throw shit in your face. Like, what is wrong with some people? What is wrong?
These hoes need 2024 Sharell, I promise you to God that I'm linking up with the politicians and I'm going to submit some legislation that requires the social media whores to get a psych eval before they are allowed to operate a YouTube platform. It's time for some much needed psych evaluations.
It's crazy because anybody can get a YouTube channel.
Anybody.
And some of these people, they ain't playing with a full deck. Some of them ain't playing with a full deck. You got to be careful who you associate yourself with. And I think that's what his people was trying to warn him, but whatever. Mm-hmm. That's what he want to do, whatever. But I do find it ironic that you use the same exact words that I used and you call me crazy, but now you're enlightening. I don't get it.
Which means that he owes you a fucking apology because he really did act a plumb feminine fool when you gave him some loving advice, and for him to turn around and understand the value in that philosophy, in that feedback, now that he has gone down the yellow brick road and now he's being introspective and he can see, oh, you know what? Sharell was motherfucking right. And now you using her advice to give to another raggedy bitch on the internet. You owe Sharell a motherfucking apology. Girl, you around here plagiarizing her motherfucking advice and not giving her no goddamn credit. You owe her a check too, bitch. And I know your bald-headed, silly, missing ass is listening, hoe. You owe Sharell a motherfucking apology too, bitch.
No, I don't need no apology.
Get up in her.
I find it ironic that, you helped me. You know what? They went in on me for just saying.
It was bad.
It was bad. What was that about? Like, it's in any business. It's not good to burn bridges. In life, it's not good to burn bridges because you never know. People's positions change all the time. And if you can't work something out, work it out. What's so bad about that? It just makes sense. But maybe it makes more sense coming out your mouth than my mouth. It's a mess. It's a hot ass mess. And I think everybody trying to warn you, you going to regret it. You're going to regret it.
But see, she already on the other end of regret. She already on the other end of the regret because I followed up behind you in your commentary and was like, Sharell told him exactly what needed to be motherfucking told because at the end of the day, look, I gag Jason Lee playfully as well, but the reality is I have a lot of respect for what the fuck he's been able to carve out for himself. That bitch got his shit from the mud, straight up from the paint up, and he went to the highest part of the motherfucking mountain. Okay, so at the end of the day, I can give Jason his roses because he a self-made ass nigga. And I respect that. I respect that. I may not always agree with his commentary. I may not always agree with him begging Nicki Minaj to be her goddamn friend. I might not agree with all of that shit. And I may have to roast and read his ass down to the earth. But I respect the fact that this nigga did what he had to do to get himself to where he is, because you just don't see a lot of that these days, period. And the thing about it is, when I was giving the bald head bitch feedback, I was telling him, like, look, you trying to get what Jason already got. That's why he's your mentor to begin with. And at the end of the day, not that y'all really run in the same circles, but like you adjacent to the circles he really run in, that you trying to run in. Therefore, if this man was to pull out the ultimate petty on your ass, there may be doors that may never open for you, and you have no idea that it's because of your antics and your bullshiggity and how you handled that shit with Jason. Now, Jason ain't another raggedy ass content creator that you can afford to not have to talk to and not have to commingle with, because he's in a position that you want to be in, and you know that, which is why you're the motherfucking mentee. So I had agreed with you that it's not that you got to suppress your voice, because I believe that all motherfuckers are checkable at the end of the day. But at the same time, when you got a little bit of wisdom about your motherfucking self, you know how to go about checking your mama versus checking your next door neighbor. You know how to go about checking the hand that feeds you versus checking the hand in the next cubicle to you. Those two totally different motherfucking hands.
What you're trying to say is,
you know, like me, Sharell, that this business is mostly, it really ain't about talent. It's mostly politics and relationships.
Okay, that's what it is.
So you gotta even be able to fall out with people well.
If the more enemies you have in this business, the harder it is to do your job. Do I want to have to call and try to find out what's going on and ain't got nobody to call? Or do you want a Rolodex where you know I could call these people and figure out what's going on? It saves you a lot of time, work, and money. But you know, everybody's different. But the harder it is in this business, the more enemies you have. That's why the new guy that came in don't make no sense. You can't work when you just have a string of enemies. You can't work. Ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with you. No one want to tell you to scoop. They definitely ain't gonna tell you to scoop. They gonna hate you. Then all of their followers come with it. It's a hot ass mess. You have to make friends in this business. That's just how it is.
Yeah, like if you're gonna have beef, like have substantial beef with a bitch. Like beef,
but beef gonna happen, and the beef better make sense and be worth it. It has to be worth it. That's all I was saying.
It fucking has to be. And see, that's why it's so funny, and that's why I mean you get to cackle and mumble at these dumbass hoes, because it's just so funny watching them have to eat our words, for one. And then for two, like when the mental patient came in, that was the only advice I gave that slow asshole was, girl, work. You don't need the beef in order to get to where you're trying to go. And now it's funny that he's allegedly now understanding that to a degree, even though he's still 7 years old in spirit. But he's starting to understand, like, girl, you know what? Right. Like, whatever I came here to do really is a sufficient boat that can get me through and get me to my next destination. I don't have to superficially fuck with other motherfuckers, because he, like the rest of them hoes, ended up being another bitch you found out the hard way, that you now gotta beg your audience to show the fuck up for your celebrity commentary and to show up for the shit for your politics commentary, because the only time them hoes want to hear from you is when you beefing. They don't give a fuck about the shit that you really want to spend your time intellectualizing. They ain't here for that shit. Look at the views on them fucking videos.
I mean, I don't
compared to when you're talking about Jag, when you're talking about the fabulous CTV, when you're talking about whomever, Sharell, Perry, etc. It don't give.
I'm telling you, I don't think he knows you were windmilling for him at first. I wasn't
No,
fucking
he
with
knows
him.
it. He knows it, but
I
because
was
he's just a
not.
self-sabotaging ass narcissist, he had no choice but to fuck up his own shit.
I'm real.
Because he suffers spiritually from terrible twos.
I'm real picky about who I befriend, who I talk to, who I let in my inner circle. Just, you got to be that way. You know, me and you like, you got to be that way. I was not fucking with him. I said, I don't give a damn. And he was like, no.
Hey.
And when you said for me, then I did it for you. But besides that, he don't know you was windmilling for him. Then I hear a couple weeks later, he gonna drag your ass for no reason. The only person that was trying to give him an opportunity, because I wasn't.
Did it all. I'm talking about I cash app that raggedy bitch because he couldn't afford the vacation and to vacation well. He could afford to get there, but he couldn't afford to do shit once he was there. So he was begging everybody to send him money so that he can enjoy his vacation, honey. Like, sent him some coinage. I made things right between you and him, Perry, etc. I think I even had a conversation with Storm because at this point, like, he was coming on strong and he was kind of burning bridges out of the gate. And I didn't really know much about the context of all that because I didn't know him at all. He had just started showing up. And then
know him. He just showed up for everybody. We just woke up one day and somebody was on the YouTube talking shit. And we like, who are you?
And then it's a lie for me, girl. Like, everybody who, like, I don't know where the bitches think their subscriber count is invisible, girl, but like, this is talking about, yeah, I mass 16. I packed up this 16K. I only been on here for a few months, bitch. Yo, Uli Wop Wop head ass came on this motherfucker with 9,000 subscribers already. You got 5 extra thousand subscribers by clout chasing and bandwagoning every other bitch's fame and fortune. You did not come on this motherfucker starting at 0, ho. Like, stop the motherfucking cat, bitch.
Child, he just don't know.
Girl, like, these hoes just so delusional. Like, it don't glow how it's supposed to glow. That's why it don't go how it's supposed to go. Like, I don't understand why these hoes have a hard time being 100 with themselves.
I really haven't seen nothing like it. And I've been doing this 5 years. I ain't never seen nobody come on the scene like that and just wanted to have real beats with people, real disrespectful to people. You don't know these people. You don't know. We've been on the internet a while. Everybody got their little cliques. Everybody know each other. And you just come out of nowhere and trying to start trouble because you think it's funny. I don't know what's wrong with you. That shit ain't funny. And your audience gets tired of it after a while.
They do.
They get tired. They ride with you. When your audience ride with you, they ride with you. But if you got somebody that's starting trouble with this one, they back away because they like.
But see, he learning now, so now he having to do fucking crisis management. Now he having to do a massive damage control. Now he don't want to beef with everybody going forward and blah blah ha hoo ha ha. But
you already did it.
You already did it. You already fucked up your algorithm. Your reputation already precedes you now, and you're gonna end up in the same predicament that Wiggins is in, which is why that bitch was testifying to him that, look, I got a lot of people who say they cool with me privately, but them hoes don't support me publicly. They don't be in my chat. They don't share my content. So, like, it's given. Like, you gonna be a struggle bucket forevermore. And the gag is, the Wiggins bitch sitting at what, 180 robots, 180,000 robots over there. But the gag is, I'm the bitch who living how he pretends to live.
Yeah,
I'm the bitch that actually got the relationships he can only, throw a penny into a wishing well and dream upon having.
No, Conscious, you be on the go. It's crazy.
Look, I be on a go. Everybody really fuck with me the hard way. And they don't fuck with me just privately. Like, just like when I offed the mental patient's head, you came right in, you hit the link. Bitch, I don't fuck with them either. I'm glad you done, bitch, because I've been ready to be done, bitch. I was only holding on because of you.
I did that for you, but for you, I wasn't fucking with him. I don't want to know him. I don't want to hate him. Just go away. Like, I got bad vibes immediately. Like, no, slam the brakes. but for you. And then when I open up, of course, you and Perry a team. So Perry was like, okay, that's cool. But then when I found out it was over, then it was over. When you was like, he started talking about you for no reason. Like, make that make sense. What? The only person that's windmilling for you. That's crazy.
Good pussy energy. Good pussy energy can't just walk away from these niggas, Sharell. Once these niggas get a whiff of good pussy, whether it's in energy, whether it's physically, them hoes turn into stalking domestic violence maniacs. So, I can never tell a man no without him losing his motherfucking mind and trying to commit a double homicide. I can never. It's always been my curse my whole life. Just fat pussy energy be getting me in some murderous situation, Sharell.
Well, let me ask you this. You were one of the only. Why did you want to give him a chance? Just because he was new and you seen him?
No, because that was a begging asshole. And because I'm empathic, all that begging and whining and emailing me and could you set up a green room? Could you call me? Cause I got something I want to talk to you about. Could you? And like if he wouldn't have been persistent, I wouldn't have give a fuck about his request. It was because he kept sitting on the side of the road with his struggle hat open, asking for coin, asking for some money to get something to eat, and eventually it just wore down on me. And I just end up complying and hearing him out. And because at that time, like the only time I had saw that hoe was on your platform. I had not seen him nowhere else. I did not know he existed. I did not know his fucking history. I had saw him one time when he came up on your platform.
No, he was only on my platform as a caller calling. I didn't.
Yeah, as a caller in. I
don't know him. I did not.
And you didn't know him. But when he came into my chat, that's where I knew him from because I had recognized the colorful background because, he's still everybody's mutant abilities. So he stole a Holy Spirit Activate from Sean. He stole the Burger King crown from Cream Hemorrhoid. He stole the colorful bricks from me. He stole the goddamn costumes from Perry. The bitch, a narcissist don't got no real identity. So he was trying to steal everybody's mutant abilities, hoping that it would do for him what it had obviously done for everybody else. So he came into my chat and I saw his avatar background. I was like, oh, I think you look familiar. Like I think you were on Sharell's platform. And then that's all it took was for me to say hey to that bitch. And that bitch was on my asshole from then to now, honey. Like you can't tell that girl we not in a full-blown divorce. The way that bitch acted as if you would have thought he and I had a whole romantic relationship. You would have thought me and this nigga done sat down and ate tea and crumpets together. You would have thought me and that bitch done broke bread, done broke dick and ass off in each other. You would have thought it was really something. All I did was look at your annoying, raggedy, saggy, under the eyeball looking ass and decided, girl, you were team too much. And I tiptoed quietly on out the sanctuary and you've been stuck on obsessed ever since.
When we know how you do it. When you done, you done. You don't even need an exit strategy.
That's it. I'm a Scorpio. We just go straight cold on a bitch.
You do.
We hit ground zero immediately.
But he didn't know you like that. So maybe he thought, I don't know what he thought, but it was wrong.
At first he thought I was playing because he kept like hitting me up after I went quiet on his ass. He kept trying to read the temperature. He kept trying to like send me little shit, trying to get my reaction. Like he was sending me him dragging official queen hemorrhoid, or he would try to send me something funny through text. And I was not giving him no fever. I wasn't giving him no touch and go, nothing. Like I had went stone cold done. And so after he finally got it that, oh, this bitch really ain't fucking with me. Like, and you can't reject the narcissist. You can't tell a narcissist no. You can't bruise their fucking ego because them hoes would just lose their shit. So after he got that I wasn't fucking with him, then that's when he started trying to spin narratives to make himself feel better. He started spinning narratives and talking shit and trying to make it look like he rejected me. Bitch, you know what? I'm so complete on needing your ass out of my energy that if it makes you feel better to believe that you rejected me, bitch, I receive it. I receive it, girl. Just leave me alone, bitch. I've got a man.
The least you could do is study your opponent. So when you come on the scene, you know what you're dealing with. He don't know. You don't give a warning.
Mm-mm.
$200 stop before you stop. You just back out completely.
Yep. And when I go, everybody come. Everybody go with me.
I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was willing to go.
When I left, the furniture left, the utensils left, the carpet left. It was giving nothing but barren. And for what? And for what? All I told the bitch to do was exactly what the bitch is trying to do, which is now read the room, focus on what the fuck you good at, and understand that you can't fuck with no OG on this motherfucker at all, bitch. You can't fuck with no OG on this bitch.
That's the advice you gave him, and he didn't want that? Child, I can't.
But he eating it now, though, because that's the whole gag. That's why we cackling and mumbling now. Because both these raggedy ass LA plastic, pseudo-intellectual, non-talented ass, mush booty twerking assholes have vindicated us. Because they're eating all of our words. Now you got Wiggins regurgitating your advice to him, to the mental patient. You got the mental patient now awakening after all the damage that done been done to all the advice that I gave him. And we get to sit here in the front row seat with popcorn with our feet up and cackle and mumble at these bitches.
I can't, Conscious. My side.
Sure do.
You call the boy the mental patient.
Because Iyanla said we need to start calling the thing a thing. So, baby, I call it how the fuck I feel it. I call it how I experience it, baby.
The mental patient. Child, you are a mess.
That's it. That's all.
The mental patient ain't gonna make it if he keeps on the same road that he's on. Just walking up to people, throwing water in their face. They don't even know you from Adam. That's not a good plan. I don't know what's wrong with him, but everybody's turning on him. I don't even think he notices. He just keeps doing this crazy stuff.
It's so funny that the only person that fuck with him is another mental patient, which is the bitch that he threw spit in the face of. So it's so funny that both of these wandering delusional ass spirits have finally like made a home in each other, because really they all each other got, and they the same side of the same coin.
I'm gonna say this: Wiggins got to be careful, because that's crazy. You better be.
So funny. I gotta say this, Sharell. The mental patient gotta be just as careful, because Wiggins just as raggedy. They both the same energy. So Titanic already done sunk 12,000. Like when they first linked up, their friendship fell apart 4 goddamn times in 5 minutes upon meeting each other, blocking the shit out of each other, unblocking the shit out of each other, cussing each other out. They cool, they're not cool. Just an implosion. But let me ask you this question, Sharell. Because I'm so sincere when I go to answer this question. Okay. Do you feel like Wiggins is talented? And if so, can you clarify to me what the talent exactly is?
You mean how he runs the show? If I think he's good? I do. I think he's good with the commentary, just the way he does a show. Now we got to give him that, Conscious. He has a good show. Other stuff I don't understand, but that's like not my thing. Like he got an audience that they talk about shit I don't even know about. But his delivery, you don't think so? We talking. What? You don't think so?
I'm gonna be honest. You know, out of Christian courtesy, you know, when my mentor would say things like, "Oh, you know, you both so talented," you know, it would just be if y'all could just make up. And I would always go through the yellow pages of my brain and figure out what.
You know why, Conscious? Because you're very talented. It's natural to you. You get on here and you sit like we've been cracking up for a whole damn hour. And even when I talk to you off of YouTube, it's natural for you. Some people put your ass to sleep. Have you ever ran across that kind of blogger?
Yeah, Wiggins. That's why I'm not Wiggins. That's why I'm not subscribed. I'm not entertained. I don't laugh. I'm not enlightened. I don't have a new thought when I walk away from it. He's nasty to his supporters, how he treats the people that call in. He be hanging up in these people's faces.
Oh, see, I don't listen to
like
I listen a little bit. I don't sit there and listen because I'm not familiar with the stuff he be talking about. But the little
hell be talking about nothing.
I don't follow him like
the only thing now I will get a bitch does all that bitch know how to do is pick out some good shit off the Best Buy shelves. He do know how to pick off some good shit out of Best Buy. Yes. Yes, but everything else I'm trying to make it make sense.
Someone said in the chat, I'll take Storm any day. Storm is very talented too.
Very.
Storm, I like people that just gonna crack me up. But it's natural to you. You do know that, right? It's just like some people gotta practice that.
Yes, I know. And thank you for telling me that, Sharell. And that's exactly why, unlike him, I don't gotta go insert myself in female rap beef. I don't gotta go jump in and at these girls on Twitter. I don't gotta go and dick ride these bitches. I don't gotta go and stir the pot to be seen. I don't gotta go agitate.
That's the way a person's moves. They ain't got nothing to do with the.
Yeah, I can see it right over here in my shit and pull the universe into me, which is why even that bitch done had to hit the link over here. I ain't never had to hit the link over there.
Yeah.
Ever. That bitch done had to come over here because, I use the power of the law of attraction and I just sit in my shit and do what I do best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got to tag these fucking celebrities and do all of that. That's what a non-talented, insecure ass bitch got to do. So when folk be like, oh, y'all both talented, really? Both?
It's because you don't consider it a talent. It's just who you are. You were born with talent. But some people go to school to learn this shit.
That's him. He needed a mentor after mentor. He needed schooling after schooling. He was trying to manufacture that it factor. It ain't itting. Pennywise. It's not itting at all,
that's
bro.
why you look at it that way, because it comes natural to you. You like, it's not that damn hard. You just speak your mind, but it's hard for some people. It's really hard. So maybe he did go to school and learned it. You know what I mean? But some people, everybody ain't got it. Everybody ain't got it, but you do.
Thank you.
And so you don't realize how hard that is because it's natural for you.
You're right. You talking that shit, Sharell. You talking. You
don't think about it. You ain't wrote a single joke down. This is what some people do. And I'm not gonna call them out. Some people write jokes down, copy somebody else's demeanor. It's because it's kind of weird because I think mental patients trying to be like Wiggins.
But guess what? It's a mirroring effect too, because a mental patient had got booted and flagged by Kaya because he had
the Kaya
because he had jumped on her platform and then he thought that they was good for the Judy's honey. So he caught himself thinking that he had a good girlfriend because the bitch always looking for a friend and a buddy. He always looking for a good guy doll out here in the streets. And so he caught himself thinking that it was cool and chummy and ended up running her shit. And then she flagged the dog shit out of his ass. He had to go to the backup channel until YouTube had to rectify his shit. And I was screaming and hollering because before she had flagged his shit, he had like absorbed her personality and then started emulating her personality.
That's what he's doing. He's going around.
Like, he mirrors everybody because he don't have no actual substance or identity of his own. It's so funny to me.
Listen, you ain't never a day in your life had to go to somebody else's channel, write down what you think they're doing good, and then come back and mimic it. Some people do that shit. It's not gonna work, but that's what they think it takes to make it, is let me be a better conscious than being my damn self. It's a trip.
It is funny and a mess. And then what do you think of this too, Sharell? Because I don't know if you knew, but apparently Wiggins was on a press tour because he taking this L because mental patient done packed his ass the fuck up out here and got him spooked and motherfucking nervous. So he rather be friends with a bitch, then to get slapped again. So he around here trying to explain his behavior, and he jumped on the wheelchair show today. He jumped on the electric scooter show today.
I think I know who you talking about.
The bitch who got the dislodged eyeballs that's on a permanent roller coaster in his eye socket. Her. That bitch who's still missing and peeled straight to the back of the head. Her. Yes.
This is what I'm telling you. You're talented. You don't even know. You are crazy. So what happened?
Girl, they got over there filing paperwork, filing divorce papers, trying to figure out who gonna get custody or what, because it's so many damn offenses and insults and breakdown that done happen. You had the wheelchair show over there acting like she was a victim when she knows she just as much of a goddamn gaslighter, a manipulator, and then she was blaming Wiggins for Wiggins' ex-best friend, Queen Hemorrhoids, for doing this surviving series, right? Because it's so funny to me that the electric scooter show got so much to say about Larry. Bitch, you got a whole 8-part series over on the official Queen Hemorrhoid page of niggas talking about how you done dropped Spanish flies in they Budweisers, they apple juice, you dragging them back, girl, to the dilapidated apartment, putting that big ass belly in their mouth, girl, making them do all type of electric scooter fetishes and shit with you, girl, while they fucking half traumatizing in trans states, bitch. You got the motherfucking nerve, bitch, to put your motherfucking mouth on the king of YouTube, bitch, on the media mogul around here, girl, and you got a whole 8-part series out here, girl. Testimony after testimony after testimony after testimony after testimony of sexual exploitation, bitch. Make it make sense.
Stop. What did you just say?
After sexual exploitation and sexual exploitation, they calling that bitch the Bill Cosby of YouTube.
What?
You might as well call that bitch over there the Quaalude show. The Quaalude show.
Oh my God, that's what you heard?
Go talk to what's my boy name? What's my nigga name? He's an influencer too.
Who?
Oh, what's his name? He's I think he Puerto Rican. Gosh, what is his name? I forgot my boy name.
What
but
kind of commentary? What kind?
He's a spiritualist, so he does readings and everything, but he also does like beat sector commentary. And for whatever reason, he flew out to Texas or something, came to see the electric chair show. They end up linking up. Something got put in his drink. He ended up, the Wonky Pro, girl. Wonky Pro is traumatized to this day. He has blocked that nigga name in like on his channel, so you can't even type in the Quaalude show over there, because that's how like he don't even want to talk about the shit. But he also gave an interview, and he had spoke to me too about the situation. So apparently, allegedly the wheelchair show had put some type of intoxicating ass substance in his drink. He ended up waking up in this boy apartment, abused, used, half naked and sweaty.
Oh my God.
Then old boy was acting stupid, like, oh no, you just got drunk and blah 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 and flop lock lock. And I mean it was deep. It was a mess. And it just kept being nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga who kept coming out about this nigga. But the nigga, but if you listen to the nigga commentary, the nigga be low key telling you what type of time he on, because he good for saying, if you're gonna be over here, you're gonna give up something. You're gonna give it like he be talking about picking up trade from the liquor store from outside of Walmart. He just want to know how the dick tastes. He done suck dick behind the Mountain Dew machine. He be picking up these homeless trade men. Allegedly, yes, he be giving them a bath in exchange for dick. Like it's a whole Santa Claus workshop over there. It's a whole Bill Cosby workshop over there.
my God, you never told me. This is the very first time I'm hearing it. My mind is spinning. That shit ain't fucking funny. That's crazy.
So what these hoes be doing, Sharell, they be projecting onto other people. That's what they be doing. They be projecting their own shit. They be projecting their own demons. They be projecting their own perversions and their own twistedness onto other motherfuckers. That's what they be doing.
Well, what? Why was he over there?
Y'all gotta listen to comprehend, baby.
Oh my God. I'm about to pass out. That shit ain't funny.
Ain't.
Something wrong.
These niggas out here real, like for real, fucked up, traumatized. Whoa. From getting quaalude and Spanish flied down to the ground.
Ooh, this is what?
And be talking all that motherfucking sweet R&B shit.
Ooh,
bitch, you better hope the goddamn. Bitch, you better hope the statute of limitations ain't expired yet, ho.
Damn.
That's what the fuck you need to be worried about, the electric chair show.
For real. Damn.
Look, that's why we got to stay clear of these hoes.
Somebody said, let's not forget about the library. I can't.
Emmett Till. That bitch was calling on his ancestors, calling on Harriet Tubman, honey. That bitch was surrounded by a cloud of, and then the Emmett Till ain't even the worst part. The smashing of the laptops and the desktops in the name of Emmett Till ain't even the most crazy part. It was him sprinting out of the library afterwards, stripping down butt naked with his dick flapping, crawling up on top of cars,
please stop.
Having to be tased.
No,
Sharell, off the top of vehicles, butt ass naked in the middle of Texas. The Emmett Till baby was only the pre-show. It was only the pre-show, baby. It's what happened after that naked big belly bitch left the goddamn library. That it was on in Poppington.
Oh my God. Are you
They serious? Had to take that funky naked big booty bitch right into the patrol car naked. Could you imagine? Could you imagine all them bellies? All that old ass collard green lodged in between his ass cheek being dragged into the police precinct.
Wait, who tased him? The cops?
The police, yeah, because them poor ass white folk was shook if that nigga was up in there having a goddamn civil rights moment. They didn't know what the hell was happening, so they called the po-po. He heard the damn sirens. He having a whole manic episode, girl. He done sprint outside the library, running through the goddamn streets of Chicago, Florida, and Detroit, butt ass naked, climbing all on top of the roof of cars.
Hey, hold on. Are you're sure he was naked?
Look, the clip is on YouTube. The news clip is on YouTube.
Oh my God.
It's on motherfucking YouTube. They give the whole 411 on the rundown. Look, when that bitch with me and that bitch was friends, and I was doing
you were friends with him?
Yes, me and the electric chair show, we like go way back on YouTube. Now we done fell out a few times, but this was the final fallout because I just got tired of falling out. I just got tired. I couldn't take my mental health as my excuse. I'm crazy as an excuse. I'm double-eyed as an excuse. I got double vision. I'm double-minded. I'm both-handed. I just couldn't take all the back. I got tired of it, but this is the last time that we was friends, and this was when I was really going out of my way to be this bitch friend. This girl would go off her medication for 8 days. She would be up 3 days, manic, eating cupcakes and shredding paper, calling me crying in the middle of the night, Sharell. The girl would be up for 3.5 days off her meds, in her living room, eating cupcakes and shredding paper. I'd be like, girl, like, what is that noise? I'm shredding paper. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh my God, stop.
I don't know what's going on. I just feel like I don't know what's happening. I don't know. What's going on, Scooter? What happened? You ain't take your meds, girl? No. Shredding paper, just endlessly, tirelessly, hour by hour, minute by minute, shredding paper.
Oh my God.
I'm talking about real life Cuckoo for
Wait, what
Coco.
did you do? I mean, I would have called 911.
I made that bitch put his tired ass raggedy face on FaceTime, and I walked him to his own kitchen sink, made him drop every pill he needed to take into a little itty bitty cup and run the faucet water over it and swallow it straight to the back of the throat. Because he wasn't going, because if that bitch thought he was going to be calling me for the next 3 nights in the middle of the night, waking me up at my goddamn beauty suite because he having a goddamn manic episode, it was going to be a no. So I would make that girl take her fucking meds.
Okay, Conscious, you know we talk all the time, and you always got crazy stories, and each time it's getting worse and worse and worse.
No, because I be real life friending these hoes.
What in the world?
And I be trying to see them the way that Jesus see them, and then the crazy keeps coming out, and then I be having to tiptoe on out the sanctuary.
And you're not joking. He was naked.
Yes. Naked, funky, 3-day-old bussy eating cupcakes and shredding papers, crying. Shredding everything. Birth certificates,
What?
family photos, diary entrances, newspaper clips. Shredding the goddamn cushions on the couch, putting anything through the damn shredder.
Oh my God.
That's how I know the hoe was gone. That's when I learned just how special she is.
Oh my God.
So when I be walking away from these hoes,
Oh my God.
like it might look petty on the surface, but it only look petty. Like the shit that people think I'd be upset about, I don't know how it look on the surface, but it's more exacerbated because I be going up for these bitches in real life. Like I be really holding them down in real life.
I'm
Like not only was I a full-time support system to this dumbass raggedy pot belly fupa having ass bitch, but I also did his show to me and a lady. There was no benefit for me going on to that bitch's platform to do his show. None. Because I don't even roll with his audience, girl. All them hoes over there wear propeller hats. Like, so there was no game, girl. Like everything I did was out of friendship, out of just being humbled, out of just being supportive, out of all of that. So yes, I expect the utmost respect on my motherfucking name, period. Bitch, you ain't gonna play on my top, girl, not when you know that I'm the one keeping you from dangling yourself over a balcony with the bed sheet.
Oh my God.
You're not gonna play on my shit, bitch. And if you're gonna play on my shit, bitch, goodbye. Yeah, I was like, these hoes have been traumatizing to deal with. They've been team too fucking much, and I ain't benefit from befriending none of these hoes. These hoes were the only motherfucking bitches that benefited from the relationship. It was all give, take, motherfucking take, only to end up disrespected in the end.
Can I ask you this? I know you don't know, but
yeah,
that kind of shit would just freak me out. What was the shredding the paper for? What happened? Somebody...
It was. I think it's just something that his illness just. That's how the illness would manifest. Like, you know how when crazy hoes just go stand in front of the clock for 24 hours, like that kind of shit. Like, I just think it was just like a manifestation of him being delirious and his brain glitching.
Oh my God. Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Hold on, Sharell. I want you to talk to the people, Sharell. I'll be right back. Talk to the people.
People, did y'all hear about this? I don't even know what to say. I ain't never heard nothing like this. Child, y'all know who I am. Like, what the hell is happening? I just, I don't know. This is my first time hearing this. It's overwhelming. Shit, the internet is full of, well, I'm just going to leave it alone.
Okay, I'm back.
Mental health is real. It's really real. That's what anybody can have a YouTube channel, and you don't know what's in a person's heart and in their head. And that's why we don't trust nobody. Trust nobody. Like what that Tupac said, trust no one.
Trust no one. Trust no one. And I'm gonna tell you what sent me, because I just got tired of it. Like this was when we were still cool, but this when I was like on my way. And Bougie Barbie, no, because Bougie Barbie is an adamant supporter of both him and I. And at one point I got real busy, so I wasn't able to like tune into his shows like that. But every now and again, like I would try to put him on in the background, give him a click in the view or whatever, just to still show my support even from a distance. And every time I would just happen, like the spirit would have me tap. Every time I tapped in, ironically, it would be this bitch throwing me under the bus about this Unhinged with Fo Loco K, because he would just go on these spills about how, oh yeah, well look at how Unhinged did CTV and how she did Larry and they were talking all that stuff to me and they all jumped on me. It's like, girl, so you just gonna sit there and you just gonna lie, bitch. First of all, the whole Christmas weekend shit, ooh, it was kind of planned between me and the Electric Chair Show, because he and I was going to talk about him and Unhinged falling out. And we was going to do it on my platform anyway. What we did not expect is everybody else to pile in. Everybody else to start, like, you know, Unhinged joined in, like everybody really made it a thing. But he and I was going to collab, and we were just going to talk about like YouTube dynamics, the importance of relationships, and break down a relationship between So, and then what he also wasn't telling his audience was, girl, the bitch was literally telling me to save his ass, like behind the scenes, like all that shit he was doing Christmas weekend, acting like, oh, I don't want this mentorship. You can't control me, Tasha K. You can't. All that shit was cap. He was literally just doing the most, and I wasn't joining in on the bullshit. So I was just like, girl, this is bullshit, girl. Like, you about to really fuck up a real life situation because you playing these goddamn Hunger Games out here. Like, you got access to a bitch who got 1 million robots on YouTube. You need to lean into that, because you always crying to me about how nobody don't fuck with you, and you got all these ambitions, and you want to be dissed out on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And you know in real life you want to fuck with her, but you trolling at the same time, because he's a real life troll. He's a content creator second, but a real life troll first. So trolling is in his nature. So I'm just like, girl, you about to blow your own bag, and I'm not gonna participate in this with you. Like, I'm not gonna lean into this bullshit with you, girl, because if you fuck around and really blow this, and this is really a real life opportunity for you, I'm not going to bed with this blood on my hands, knowing that I helped you to fuck over what could have been a once in a lifetime situation. So while he was doing all that capping publicly, I was standing my ground. So fast forward, we still friends, and now him and Unhinged fell out because she said that she never fulfilled the mentorship obligation because he was too ugly for TV. That's what she said, Sharell. She said he was too ugly for TV, and that's why she couldn't fuck with it, and that's why she never met up with him in Texas and in Atlanta, and she always found some kind of way to hit the eject button because he was too ugly for media. So, you know, when the shit had crashed and burned, and had went all the way left, honey, and everything went up in the flames of the thing. You know, he started talking shit.
Oh God!
He started talking shit about her, and then started trying to throw me under the bus because he was just pressed and mad, really at her. And was like, oh yeah, see, y'all was trying to get me to work with her, and now look at y'all. Girl, please, bitch. You wanted that 1 million robots, girl. You was chasing behind that bitch all year long. You was behind the scenes, bitch, telling me how bad you wanted this, how much you wanted this, but you was publicly placating, perpetrating a motherfucking fraud with your fupa having ass, bitch. And I wasn't here for your fuck shit, girl, because I do not help none of you hoes to play no Hunger Games, girl. And boom, y'all. So,
Tasha, please stop. I can't hear nothing else. Somebody really said.
Unhinged said that bitch was too ugly for TV, and she was not. That she embarrassed herself all by herself. She don't need no help. She don't need no help.
Oh,
and she thought that the Electric Chair Show would help in embarrassing her. That's what she had said. I'm just a messenger.
I can't. Now my head's starting to
That's what she had said, Sharell. I'm just the messenger. Damn it.
God. Oh God, I gotta stop talking to you. You got too many crazy stories. That is funny.
If these walls could motherfucking talk.
Oh,
If y'all do, if they do half the shit that be going down with the get downs, behind the gets down, behind the curtain, behind the Wizard of Oz curtain, baby, these folk would be on their face. These folk would be on their motherfucking face if they knew half of the halves.
Oh God, I don't know what this ugly
That's why y'all never saw that bitch with that nigga. That's why y'all never saw her motherfucking head, baby. Now it's a lot of things that unhinged don't stand 10 toes down on, but that bitch made good on not ever being physically seen with that bitch. She made real good on that word.
I need to write a book. This is getting crazy. You gotta write a book. This is crazy.
I might do that. Surviving YouTube.
Yeah,
I really might do that. That might honestly become a 2024 thing.
Oh my God. Every time I talk to you, it's crazy stories. Child, the internet is full of cuckoo.
You know that we are living in as content creators, Sharell, and then we in the T sector, we are living in an action-packed movie. Sometimes I be feeling like we Bruce Willis in this bitch. Like this be on some Die Hard 3 type shit. Like it's always action-packed. It's like being an action hero.
It's funny because people are I mean, I guess you're entitled to go somewhere.
Exactly, Miss Lily. That bitch standing on business when it come to that, baby. That bitch made good on her word when it come to that hoe. That bitch don't keep. She ain't got no integrity when it come to nothing else. But that bitch made sure she stood on business. That bitch made sure she stood on business when it came to that, baby.
Oh, you gonna make me sad.
So did.
It is funny. Go
Ain't
ahead.
missed the motherfucking beat. Ain't missed the beat about it.
Oh God. Did she ever tell him that, or she just told you?
No, she just acted like it. She fuck telling them. Her actions reflected it. She felt too bad. She couldn't tell the boy to his face. So every time he would try to come in, every time they were supposed to collab, every time it was supposed to be all this and all that, Sharell, all of a sudden she was having a miscarriage. All of a sudden she was going into labor. All of a sudden she was having kneecap surgery. It was always something, honey. Yeah, that always had something miraculously to just take place.
I can't. I just. Oh.
And then y'all here mad at me. Why?
Why is he mad at you?
I treated all these people like they were attractive. I treated all these people. I pretended that these people were attractive. I pretended that these people were talented. I ain't do nothing but support these folks, Sharell.
Oh my God. I can't.
All I did was pretend that these folks were smart and valuable and pretty and things.
Hold on. Okay. Let me try to stop. This is good. If you weren't there the night that the incident happened, that's what I'm gonna call it. It could have turned out really bad. So I don't understand him upset with you. I would be appreciative of that.
Which incident? Sure. Oh, the shred empire. Yeah, but you can't tell because these hoes so delusional. They don't know which part is their reality and which part is like fan fiction that they live in. They so delusional. They try to convince themselves that they are the persona. And so their realities be all mixed up and intertwined. They don't know how to separate none of it. So in his brain, it just looked like a big bowl of mashed potatoes. He can't discern. He can't carve out a single figure in it at all. And I don't bother with it because I know that the bitch is real life nutty.
Yeah.
So I pity him.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I pity him. And that's why I really don't be dragging a bitch like that because I just be like, girl, like I know you went to school on the shortest bus. I know you had a real big book bag on your back going to school. It was real big. I I know you had on a aluminum foil hat, leaving out the front door. I know that you had on all your protective gear when you were on your bicycle.
Can't. Oh my God.
I know that you were really truly unique growing up.
Well, okay, let's put all the joking aside. It's nothing you can do, and you have to walk away because there's nothing you can do
at all.
That situation.
Yeah, all I did was walk the fuck away and give them my ass to kiss.
Yeah,
that's all I did. And it's pretty fat, so it was a nice view on the way out the door. So it really ain't nothing to be mad at. They can only blame themselves, but because they're narcissists, of course, they're not gonna take no responsibility. And just like he was sitting over there with the bitch who got the ceiling missing, who claimed that she ain't got no time for the electric chair show, but over there for 10 4 hours explaining herself like she on Judge Judy. She was over there just playing the proverbial victim. Just blaming Wiggins for everything. Now Wiggins is to blame for everything, but so is Electric Scooter is also to blame for everything. It's like two misfiring ass guns trying to figure out who shot each other. That's what it is over there, and this is why they be mad. This is why they really be mad. I'm about to show you why they be mad, Sharell.
Okay, why they be mad?
Hold on, why is they mad? What am I trying to find? I'm trying to find something over here. I'm trying to find something over her, because they always, I know why they is really, really, really upset, because first of all, just look at me and you up here. Just look at me and you. Look at me and you in relationship. Look at us. We have been solid since we met each other.
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic that these people manage to fall out with everybody they come into contact with? But clearly, people like me and you are capable of sustaining relationships to the people that we in relationships to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in strong relationship to you, Storm, Laurie, T.S. Madison, but how is it that these people always end up in a boat by themselves completely and utterly? Like, it's giving common denominator. It's giving main character energy for me. Like, it's giving main loser energy for me. It's giving main loser energy for me. So, my grandma always said, bitch, when you find yourself being the common denominator, you might got to take a long look at, look in the mirror. You just might got to do that. So, all I can tell them is, we trying to show them through example how this goes, but it's up to them to take heed to it.
Child, that is a mess. That is a mess.
It is. I was trying to find something. Damn it. Let me see.
Whammy on me. That's a lot. I don't even deal with that kind of stuff because I've never dealt with.
But you kind of got a little taste of it, like you and Jag. Jag was your electric chair.
Yeah. This is what I say. This is what I say about Jag, because I have to stay away. Away. I think that I don't know how to deal with mental illness. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And she would do that too when she didn't take her medicine. And so I just stay away because I'm not a doctor and I haven't dealt with it like that. And I don't know what to do. And when they have the episodes, like the shredding paper, I wouldn't know that just would be too much for me. So I don't talk bad about her because she can't help it. She can't help it, but it's too much to deal with. It's a lot. So,
it's a lot because when you couple like mental illness and then you couple like the trauma that's also there and then any type of drug usage, it's just like, it's one hell of a twilight. It's one hell of a twilight. You got to be a strong motherfucker
I just leave it alone because it's an illness that they can't control and I ain't no doctor. So I don't talk bad. I make sure I don't talk bad about her because I can't, she can't help it. Don't nobody want to be like that. But then, so I just leave it alone.
Well, it's like they can help it, which is why they outpatients. You
I don't
know, but
understand
they
it. You're
just
saying all you got to take is your medicine. Why don't they just take their medicine? See, I don't get it. I don't.
because so something that I've heard the electric chair show say, and I think I've heard Jack say this too, is that like they get convinced that they good, you know, after doing good. And then because once they start doing good and they start feeling, you know, like they have a strong sense of self, then they get convinced that they don't need the therapy and they don't need the medicine no more. So then they go off the medicine.
Mm.
And because they actually do need the medicine in order to stay in control of the steering wheel, they end up crashing out inevitably because they actually do need the medication. So I think at its root, a lot of people who struggle with severe mental illnesses who can be regulated through therapy and medication, sometimes they haven't truly accepted that they have a permanent condition. And because they haven't accepted that at its core, they take these risks when they feel healthy and go off of the meds, thinking like, oh, okay, see, I'm good. I'm cool. Like, I can do this. I don't need the training wheels. I don't need the crutches. I don't need, you know, the electric scooter anymore.
Which is sad because Jag wasn't always like that. She was real sweet and we would have good conversations. But when she have those times, you can't talk to her. She's out there. She's physically sweating. And remember when she put the ashes on her face and I was just like, what the
Off
hell?
your med.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. That kind of stuff scares me. I don't know what to do. It's not their fault.
When you tackling your goddamn husband outside the barbershop like you the goddamn husband.
Child, that was
the way that Jaguar squared up with her nigga outside the goddamn barbershop. I didn't know who was the wife and who was the husband.
It was a lot. That's when I was like, okay, I can't handle this because she talked to you the next day like it never happened. like you just took the shit out of me, and now she act like it never happened. It was crazy. It's too much for me. But I'm not criticizing her for her illness. I'm just saying, if you don't have any experience in that, you don't know what to do. You just sitting there like, what? It's scary.
Off your meds and you channeling ancestors and spirits from the fourth dimension.
It was crazy.
Shit about to get gangster.
Yeah.
Off your meds and channeling spirits. But this is why they mad.
What are you supposed to do when they have an episode? I don't know nothing about it. I really don't. I sit there and stare and I'll be like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. What the next time a bitch call me straight in paper at 3 a.m. in the morning, I'm calling 911. Yeah. I'm sending a wellness check. Yeah. I'm gonna let the proper authorities handle all that. Right. Yeah. So the next time that a bitch is throwing her son's ashes on top of a damn local mall, 911. Did you see it? Didn't you sit just staring at this like, oh my God. And yeah. It was just sad to watch for me because it was. Even let me tell you something. I had to stop reporting on Jack altogether because I was just like, I feel like at this point it's just aiding and abetting and putting her in dangerous situations. After that airport situation, that airport situation scared the shit out of me because I was like, and then it was the walking into the police precinct. And getting slam dunked on the floor. Yeah, like I'm just like, girl, I can't. It's giving me anxiety to even look at this. I can't even deal with it. I can't even deal with it. I can't deal with it either. Hey, Nosy. I don't know what to do when that happens. I just pull away and say, "Damn!" Like 911 motherfucking one. Get y'all asses to the scene right now. To the motherfucking scene. Cause baby, the way that the KKK was about to KKK her ass in that police precinct, Nosy said, "Hey, Sharell, she in the chat." Nosy know what we talking about. Like, I don't be in the bushes in them live streams, baby. Nosy know what we talking about. Like, so I just stay away. I don't blame them. It's not their fault, but shit, it's hard to deal with if you ain't the one going through that, and I just don't. deal with it, child. That is a naked and stun guns, child. I don't know what I would have did. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what I would have did. But why was he even over there? Because everybody
I'm talking about like Jag like walked into a Cajun turkey restaurant and was trying to sell her soul for a fish platter. We're trying to sell her pussy for a fish platter.
Yeah, she did. Child, that's crazy. It's crazy.
She came into that man's Cajun restaurant.
I feel like you did though. I just stopped reporting on it. Like, cause what? Now I feel like we taking advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I felt, especially when you can see that they are like thriving off the attention. Like the attention is not helping. It's actually making, like, reporting is making it worse.
But have you ever did this? So I stopped reporting on Jag because it was just too much. But the audience was eating it up. They like loved it. She joined my live a few days ago and got we quit dealing with it. We quit dealing with it because it's like what? What can we do? We quit dealing with it.
Look, I think it's a miracle for Jaguar Wright to be alive and well today because, baby, like somebody praying, somebody is what I don't know whether it's the Illuminati or it's just the blood of the righteous, but her ass, somebody is praying for her ass because if any other black person, if it was any other black person in any of these situations that Jack done been in the past 2 years, the probability of them coming out alive would have been slim to none.
Child,
slim to none. But see, here's the balance for me, especially when you have like functional people with mental health conditions, meaning that these are people who can live very successful lives as long as they do their part in committing to their medication if it's recommended and their therapy if it's recommended. Is most people have the capacity to really love people with all type of disabilities, but I think the balance is like, do you got to do your part too as the person with the mental health condition. Like,
but they don't see it that way, I guess.
And maybe that's also a part of the mental health condition, right? Which I think we also make space, for the hiccups too. But there are people who don't got hiccups. They just in a constant state of coughing, metaphorically speaking. Like they just, it's not even like a hiccup. It's just like you just aren't caring for yourself at all. And there's no real incentive like for you to focus on your wellness. And yes, and then and look, I have relatives who became mentally ill by dealing with other mentally ill loved ones.
Right.
Dealing with people who are in a constant state of chaos and trauma and drama can actually make you mentally ill. It's a lot to take on. And this is why like a lot of, even when it comes to addicts, like it's a lot of parents who like, they get to a point where they have to, as much as they love their child, they have to let them go. They have to kick them out because it's like, it's when it's my well-being or your well-being, people gonna self-preserve. And it is sad. It's fucked up.
Yes.
But it's
you need to write a book though. You need to write a book.
I am. In 2024, I'm pushing motherfucking legislation. I'm pushing legislation on these hoes. It's gonna be some psyche valves going out before anybody can get behind the wheel of a goddamn but that's why them hoes mad, Sharell. Because see, these hoes done came on this bitch and lost all their friends.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. Hold on, don't say nothing.
Oh.
I've been to a lot of places. I don't know where you at.
I'm at the Bridgestone in Tennessee at the Kurt Franklin reunion show with my mentor.
No, you didn't.
Friend. You ain't
got time for this, Conscious.
Oh God, this is why these hoes be mad.
Time, okay.
This is why these hoes be mad because they done lost their childhood friends. They done lost the bitches they done went to school with. They done lost their mentors. They done lost their mentees, and they just don't understand the art of relationship out in this bitch. And it's not even rocket science. That's why I'm scratching my head. Like, why y'all making why y'all making the possible impossible? This is not rocket science.
Y'all look
like
good
you just. Hold on. Let me show you how I was stunting on these bitches out in Tennessee. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you how I was stunting on these bitches. When I pull up, honey, when we pulled up in the PJ, honey, we was out there at the motherfucking Gaylord Resort, honey, which looked like a big ass castle out in fucking Tennessee. Like it was.
You ain't got time.
Life was. I don't look. I pity these whores. I pity these whores. I pity them, Sharell. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me tell you how much I'm pissing these whores off, honey. I had to pull up in my lighters and my light up tennis shoes. I had to take it back to 1995 with the light up tennis shoes. I was sitting on this motherfucking house. Where? Basic wear, bitch. Came out there and show out.
That's nice. Where you get those? Those are nice. Child, you don't have time for this.
I don't be. Look, I tried to take them with me, Sharell. I tried to show these hoes how to get to the promised land. I never wanted to get there by myself. I wanted to take my peers with me on yonder. I had made way in the horse and carriage for them, but they didn't want to take their pills accordingly. You know, they didn't want to be in their therapy accordingly. You know, so it wasn't I had did all I could do. So I just had to keep on with the keeping on.
So what part of Tennessee was that?
Nashville.
A lot of lights. It looks like Vegas. Don't it look like Vegas?
Yeah, child. It was fucking amazing. Like downtown Nashville is giving all they need to be given. And then of course we went to the Halloween party. Okay, so
why that's on your face?
Because I was at a Halloween party. It was Larry's exclusive Halloween party. So we all came. Everybody dressed up but his ass. He came as Larry. I came as a Mortal Kombat character. Joshua, his nephew, came as the Scream villain. It was like the costumes were costuming, but we had a good motherfucking time because you know Larry is also in Cardi B's old house. That's why Tasha K was mad as hell secretly at Larry too.
Lion.
Yes, he lives in Cardi B and Offset's old Atlanta house. Mm-hmm. When that bitch pulled up and saw how the doctor was living, honey, and that he could afford what Cardi B affords. You know, that's when the jealousy and the envy first began to grow thereof.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with people.
You got to. Sometimes showing them the glory or reveal who the fuck they really is.
You got to be careful.
You got to be. Yep. Even you got that upstairs and downstairs. You got to be careful exposing the peasants to the upstairs and downstairs. You got them levels in that thing, Sharell. That'll bring out demon time in these hoes.
But that's why me and you get along so good. We don't trust too many people like that. Like, okay, so you gave mental patient a chance, but when you seen that didn't work,
after chance after chance after chance after chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told him in the last exchange that y'all saw of us publicly, that was the last time I talked to the hoe, and the hoe been running behind my asshole ever since. And I told him at the end of that commentary, I was like, my nigga, this ain't working out for me. Like, I feel like you ungrateful. This is like real one-sided, and I'm real good on it. And after we got off that last live months and months and months ago, he had texted me right after we got off, and he was like, I know I can be exhausting sometimes. I'm sorry. And then he asked me, was I mad? And I was like, girl, I'm just annoyed. But then that was it.
He has some kind of illness that he's dealing with, because the things that he don't make sense.
You can see it in the bulging eyeballs. You can see the illness of the mental, like pushing the eyeballs out of the sockets. Like the eyeballs be bulging
because it's
all outside the sockets.
It just don't make sense. The stuff he be doing. It's like, what? Why? Like, if you come onto YouTube and your goal is to have a big channel and you want to be a part of these people that have been working together for years, then you don't come on there disrespecting them, talking shit about them, starting beef.
And what was weird, Sharell, is that he had it kind of made initially because he was like, everybody was like willing to give him a chance off the top, but he blew it. And and even that is something that most new bitches don't get a shot at. Like most new bitches don't even get, like most new bitches on the block don't even get that close that fast. Like, so the fact that he even came through the door and he was received and people was willing to give him a shot, like, I was like, my nigga, like you already got something going on that's special. Work with it. You're gonna typecast yourself by beefing for dollars, and then you're gonna be mad when these hoes ain't willing to support you for doing nothing else but motherfucking beefing. So just keep your shit together. You already said you don't give a fuck about all these narratives about facilities and aids and all this, that, and the third. So just let the girls have it, treat it as free for promotion, and let them be the reason why people paying attention to you. And then once they looking at you, show them hoes what you made of by doing whatever the fuck you came to do. Like,
one of these days, Conscious, he gonna mess with the wrong one. And I happen to be married to one. When Perry loses his mind, he lose his mind. And one day he gonna come across the wrong one. This is not a right way to operate. It's stupid because you don't know who these people are that you're dealing with. And you know how Perry is. He would have never. But for you, he would have never.
Yeah.
But he was nice. And once he get in his head that, nah, I'm done with you.
He on your ass. He on your motherfucking ass. Period. He period. And Perry is the people's champ. So the people fuck with Perry. Like, you not gonna win against the people's motherfucking champ.
There's some people out there that ain't playing with your ass. You make an enemy out of them, you gonna regret it.
In a past life, Perry was a petty gay man. In a past life. Perry is the master of petty.
I be telling him, let shit go. He be like,
no, Perry be wanting the insurrection of it all. Bring all the smoke.
Didn't you like you said, just let it go? He wasn't trying to hear it.
At all. No, he wasn't here either one of us, honey. He was hanging up in both our faces.
He really was.
He like, y'all keep that Christian shit over there. I got this, buddy. We protect the black women over here. So he was motherfucking with it, but it's wild out here. Let me tell you, this situation with Wiggins, to me, it's just the ultimate shiny period on the end of the sentence. And let me also give the mental patient a little bit of credit here. Like, she's the one who's winning out of this whole situation.
Why you say that?
Well, first of all, she single-handedly proved that Wiggins is a prissy, pussy, punk-ass bitch who don't want no smoke. He real feminine. He got a lot of estrogen-like energy. He don't stand on motherfucking business, and that bitch will fold like a picnic table upon a hello. Okay? So he single-handedly proved that it ain't no Adam's apple in that bitch throat. It ain't no bass in that bitch spirit.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think he did that to you?
Who?
Armon.
He did what?
Not giving you that damn credit. Why he do that?
Oh, because the reality is that the bitch is competing with me. And the hoe just knows that I'm truly talented. And you know how the girls do. Like, the girls already have this attitude that it's only like that. There's only room enough for one of us. And so unless you already in their stratosphere and considered an equal, they don't want to do anything to make you an equal. So, of course, they don't want to share you out. They don't want to shout you out. They don't want to credit you because they know that when the people come look and see what's going on, that they're going to stick like grits. And they don't need that to happen because they already have a competitive mind state. See, the fact is, Wiggins already don't like the fact that he got to compete with you. He got to compete with the Tashas. He got to compete with the Lovely Tees. He got to compete with the impressive shows. He got to compete with. He don't even like the fact that he got to compete. He damn sure don't want no other competition. He's already overwhelmed to begin with competition. So him tagging me would, in his mind, would have been him aiding and abetting and giving me more subscribers by giving me visibility.
Right. I got it.
See, you is a whole grown ass woman. You know who the fuck you is, and you know who the fuck I am, and you ain't pressed about no other talent. That's why you have been so humble and you've been so willing to extend your platform to up and coming content creators like myself, like Nosy. You ain't have no problem sharing, inviting people over. Like, I don't even see a humility like you, because you one of the only few content creators who are at the level that you are at, who actually like come back and actually like don't mind leveling up other creators and also direct and flow toward them, especially if you believe in them and what they do. A lot of these bigger content creators are gatekeeping because they just don't want to compete, and so it makes them stingy with the space. So oftentimes you can't look to a lot of the larger content creators to really help you out. Like, you out here on your own and you got to do what you do, which is why it's crazy to me, because if I'm not good enough to support, then my content shouldn't be good enough to be repurposed either. Mm-hmm. But we know the reason why you use my content is because you know how valuable of a content creator I am. Mm-hmm. And so you wanted to be able to use the juice without crediting the creator of that juice, because you didn't want a bitch coming up a few more notches closer to that mothership. Mm-hmm. You didn't want me obtaining, which is crazy, because clearly I don't even need to get there, because I'm already there, bitch. If you already think I'm a threat, I've already made it. There's only a difference in numbers, but there's not a difference in quality. There's not a difference in support. What these bitches make in Google AdSense, I make in donations. They have to wait on a check on the 26th, the 25th, the 1st, or the 15th. Mm-hmm. I got a successful Patreon. Mm-hmm. My donations be donating because my supporters fuck with me the long, hard way. I done been on live stream for 2 hours and made $3,000 in 2 hours off donations.
I've seen it.
Like, none of these bitches can fuck with me, period. Like, so I already be knowing, like, what it is already. I already know why the bitch, like, girl, you know that I'm coming, but the gag is, like, you making it worse for yourself, because as I'm coming, you the one who got to think about, girl, how you gonna handle the arrival, because I'm on the way, and the bitch is spooked and nervous. Because the bitch know that it's going to be a bitch there to hold his motherfucking ass truly fucking accountable. And he going to have to really contend. See, he ain't going to be able to snuff my voice out. He ain't going to have no choice but to hear me as some numbers continue to escalate. As that subscriber count continue to escalate. See, all the shit I'm doing right here, he's scared of me doing at 100,000. He's scared of me doing at 200,000. A bitch know I'm going to be on her neck if it's necessary. If it's necessary. Because I'm the chin check around this motherfucker. Sharell.
Okay. All right. Well, all right.
So it was flattering. And I want to shout out to all of the supporters who made sure to tag that bitch's comment section the fuck up on YouTube.
Oh, did they?
Yes, they did. They made up for that raggedy head asshole not tagging me by making sure that they got under those comments, and they tagged my name. It was like, yeah, head right on over to Consciouztv. Head right on over to Conscious. He got all the tea. This is his tea. There was people tagging me in their rebuttals to him in his own comment section, like, you ain't nothing but a messy ass queen bitch for not giving Conscious his motherfucking credit, hoe. Like, they were tearing motherfucking ass up. So
that's what I was saying. When people ride with you, they ride with you.
They ride. Period. So I'm with it, but it's a gag. So I guess, we'll see what it gives with the new besties, honey. Miss Wiggins converted that ass whipping into a friendship, so she didn't want to get knocked upside her motherfucking head again, Sharell. And I can't blame it. It was a very clever move, honey. It was a very clever move. Like that bitch went into survival mode quick upon her seeing the mental patient.
That shit was crazy. That tape, I remember somebody said to me, I was like, oh my God. Like, he just wilding out. Like, you just throwing shit at people you don't even know. Something wrong. Is there something wrong with him?
The mental patient was beating that bitch up inside the event, on the sidewalk, outside the event.
Outside? It went outside? Child.
Yes, they was getting the cracking, honey. So, you know, I got to give it to the mental patient because he humbled that bitch. I think that Wiggins folded because Wiggins has been on here gaslighting black women. He been on this motherfucker disrespecting his own LGBT community. He been on this motherfucker just doing the most, beefing for dollars, beefing with everybody. And I think some part of him actually thought he was above getting touched. And I think the fact that he got knuckled the fuck up and got fucked the fuck up, I think that shit really hurt his soul and bruised his motherfucking ego. So now that bitch real humbled. She real humble. Now she taking selfies and she all about, you know, supporting the little man, and she all about giving back to the community, baby. So, you know, the mental patient had to knock some Jesus into that hole. She talking good now. She like this type of teaching now. She like it. So shout out to the mental patient, child.
Wait, Nosy lost. She just got in.
I'm gonna drop the link for Nosy. Let me drop the link for Nosy.
Yeah, drop the link for Nosy.
Let me drop the link for Nosy, child. Y'all thumbs up the video. Oh, honey. Hold on, why this shit ain't dropping? Oh, here it goes.
All the players.
I just dropped the link for you, Nosy. Y'all thumbs up the video and share, child.
Now this is the internet, child.
I mean, and he was really over there talking to the electric chair show, acting like he was like, I'm
confused. Why is he over there? Because he don't like. They got a history, don't they?
Yeah, they go way, way back to when they both was on Oodles and Noodles and food stamps together. You know, they go way back like Tupac and Jada. And, you know, the wheelchair show been pressed because he been left behind and superseded. You know, he mad that his peer, you know, took off, and Harriet Tubman did not come back. She did not come back through the Underground Railroad. She did not leave no passageway to freedom. You know, she just got her freedom and hauled ass up north. And he been pressed about it ever since. And apparently when the wheelchair show had lost his mind during his friendship with Wiggins, he was in a mental health facility, and apparently he told Wiggins to interview, because this was their first attempt at being famous. So they was like over on Facebook doing Facebook shows and shit, trying to make
back like that. Oh,
and so she had called herself telling Wiggins to interview her family at this heightened time where he done cussed the family out. They accusing him of molesting his grandma. It's all this drama going on. And so Wiggins apparently had interviewed the mama and the family. Of course, they dragged the wheelchair show accordingly. And then he turned around and got mad at Wiggins for interviewing the damn family like he told Wiggins to do. And then Wiggins was stupid enough to try to appease a person who was in a mental health crisis at the time. Because I don't know what the fuck he thought. How was this going to turn out, girl? How was this going to turn out? Hey, Nosy.
Hey, Nosy. You got to write a book.
Hey, what the? So Armon got beat up for real, or we just saying like?
No.
Oh, not for real? Oh, okay.
He was at a Zeus premiere party. This was a couple of weeks ago. And did not just seen him, walked up to him, started talking shit, and then
child.
I know. And threw something at us, threw some water or wine, whatever he had in his face. And so the internet went crazy because they was like, what is wrong with him? Like, you don't just you want that kind of attention. And then we were talking about, then all of a sudden they just made up last night. And I think you was there when I was saying, yeah. Because remember when Armon fell out with Jason? And I said, well, maybe it's not the best idea to burn bridges. And they all went in on me. And Consciouztv had to come to the rescue. And you was with me the day before when Jason came into the chat. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And they started saying that he was, I
They said that you was taking his side because he gave you a super chat or something.
Yeah, remember that? Remember that? And so I was like, okay, whatever. So then today he went on the Not Show and he was like, listen, it's no need to burn bridges. You don't have to move like that in the internet. I was like, what? Did he tell you that?
Armon said there's no reason to burn child. He got on my channel back when Jag was saying that she was gonna charge him and Jason Lee $5 every time they say her name in their interview. He got on my channel saying I was his biggest supporter, which I was a big supporter of his channel before I started my own celebrity news channel. And then he I guess he got mad because Jag cussed him out and just started going in on me. Then he started like stealing my content and didn't want to credit me.
Oh, he did that to you too, Nosy?
That's me.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Everybody who follow me in 2020 remembers I call him out for that shit. The Jennifer Huff story, he was like taking my because he was up Nikki's ass. But I'm the one that interviewed Jennifer. And he didn't want to tell. He kept saying the blogger, bitch.
Wow.
He knew exactly who I was. He had been on my channel before and everything. Exactly.
That's what that scallywag asshole does.
Yep. He's very insecure. He's very corny, very jealous. Why you so worried about my little channel? At that time, that was my old channel before they took it down. I had to start over, child. But the channel was still like 20 something or 30. Like, why are you worried about that small channel? He's very insecure.
Because he was worried about the badass bitch behind the channel.
Yeah.
He knew that the bitch behind the channel was a badass bitch. See, that's what he be shook by. Because he could get out here and claim the girls. Oh, I'm too above the girls. I'm too big for the girls. They are beyond me, etc. But he out here threatened by the girls behind these motherfucking channels that he's so above. But you're around here frolicking and scrummaging through the bowel movements of YouTube, talking to the wheelchair show, and up here making up with the mental health patient because you don't want this hoe to go upside your motherfucking head with a left hook again.
Child.
And I didn't know. I knew the bitch was pussy, but the mental patient just proved that the whole is all ball sack and no meat.
That's why we on here today, because he did that to Conscious. He stole his content, and I was there every step of the way when Conscious was doing this. He put in the work. I mean, it was hours. Remember not getting no sleep? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
It was hours. It was hours long. And then for him to just steal your shit, that's not cool.
He did that to me too with the Jennifer Huff story. He sure did. And then he would not say my name. Everybody was like, what's wrong with him? People started calling him out for it.
After y'all was supposed to be cool, acquainted, and everything. But that's what he does. The bitch jumps out of the window for no reason. It's that Gemini shit. This is why I really don't fuck with Gemini.
I was about to say it's the, but you know what it is? I don't know y'all's zodiac sign.
I'm a Scorpio, so you know it's.
So you're one of the older signs. So Aries, Gemini, and Taurus, mentally they're very young. They're very young mentally. He's very immature. Very.
I can't. And I'm just like, girl, like all your bullshit just be jumping out of you at every given moment. You need to take some of this meat and spit out the bone, even though you like bones too. But like, take some of the meat because everybody not lying on you. Everybody keep having the same fucking experience of you over and over and over. It don't matter whether it's bitches you knew from a decade ago, niggas you just met 2 months ago. Like, you keep being a common denominator, so you need to soak some of that up, or hoes gonna continue to go upside your motherfucking head and test that gangster. Yeah. They gonna force you to write them checks that your mouth can't fucking cash. And when the mental patient pulled up on his ass in the broke ass side of Hollywood, the nigga didn't want no smoke. And they just spent the whole night doing dance battles and taking selfies and crying in each other's bosoms and everything else. And then Wiggins called into the nigga show the next day, kissing his ass, telling him how dope he is, and telling him to send me the selfies you took of us in your phone, and the mental patient was, oh yeah, hold on, let me text you these pictures and that and the third, and his own supporters are like, girl, are you okay? Is it giving Kokio and Tokyo or not? Like, what is really the tea, bitch? Like, are you dumb? Like, you out here really pressed over girls who did far less to you. This bitch literally doused your ass in the face with Raid and kicked your ass. He publicly humiliated you, girl. Like, and you out here making up with this girl, being good Judies with these bitches. And the rest of these girls you upset with only dragged you. But a bitch put their heels, feet, and toes on you. Make it make sense.
I want to see the video. So he threw something in his face.
Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Because it's on YouTube somewhere.
I don't know. I don't keep up with nothing. I told you this years ago, Sharell. I do not watch these people. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm a webcam model. I be on webcam and shit. I don't care. I get on do my own content every now and then I go. I'm always behind on what's going on. I never know. When Jaguar Wrong was getting arrested and shit, I didn't know nothing about that. Y'all was telling me. I had no idea. I don't fucking watch her.
Yeah.
I don't know. God, I have a whole life. I don't know. I do not know. I miss it. So, and I damn sure don't watch Armon. When I don't fuck with people, I just don't watch them. I have no idea what's going on their channel because I don't.
You gotta find the tape.
Yeah, I protect my energy. I don't hate watch. That's weird.
Yeah. I'm finding it now while y'all talking.
Yeah, I know. You've been like that a long time, Nosy. You just said I ain't got time for this.
Yeah, I'm an Aquarius. I was born on Oprah's birthday, honey. We do not care. We be in our own world somewhere. So yeah, I didn't know that they even got into it.
Girl,
you know, I did not try. He got me kicked off Clubhouse before.
Why?
I had a room open on Martin Luther King and how Martin Luther King was, involved in some things. I don't know how much we can say on Conscious channel, but stuff that Martin Luther King was involved in that he was investigated by the FBI. He was as goody two shoes as people thought.
Right.
He reported my room and said I was taking down a black man. No, I'm just over here reporting what happened. Like, what's wrong with you?
Child, I told you.
The night is just an attention-seeking troll. When he started trying to get attention from me, I blocked him and never acknowledged him again. I forgot all about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. When you try to get attention from me, I will really ignore you. You'll think you're dead. That's how much I'll ignore your ass.
Well, it sounds like you want attention from everybody. You messing with Kaya? What's wrong with you? Like, girl, stop. Kaya? Child.
Kaya. The Kaya that I like.
Kaya.
Kaya flat the living dog shit out that hole after he thought he had a friend in her. And he called himself streaming her content, thinking that they was good Florida Judies, and she copyright fringed the shit out of his motherfucking ass. Shut that bitch down for a week and a half. Had that hoe on the backup channel giving his commentary.
Wow.
I'm just like, girl, like, stop, girl. It's the outsourcing for friendships for me on this motherfucker.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's the desperation for me. I see. I'm gonna just send this to your inbox notes because the clip that is available is on the channel of a bitch I don't fuck with at all. So I'm just gonna send this to you personally to your inbox, and you can check out the situation.
Yeah. Okay. I probably don't even know who that bitch is.
But that's what they got going on, child. So we were just up here cackling because, Armon had dragged Sharell because when he burnt down Jason's books and all that, she was just like, it was another way to go about that, my nigga. Like, you trying to get into the game. This is a nigga who in the game. Like, you might have want to handle that situation just a little differently. I ain't saying you got to be a pussy hoe or you got to tuck your shit in. But, like.
Funny because he kept saying, you're on Jason's payroll. You take money from Jason. Oh, didn't he just pay you $500? And then when Jason came on my show, he's like, but he didn't talk about the $1,500 I gave him the day before.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
But that's they go to. Everybody is on payola. Everybody being paid off except them. Everybody can be brought except them. That's they go to, girl. It's like, girl, you got chin check, boo, and it's okay. But I just sent it to you, Nosy.
All right.
But I got to get my ass up out of here. This was a cackle. Y'all already know this commentary is going. He's gonna get the mental patient started, Nosy. So be ready. Be ready, Sharell. Y'all know.
Ain't nobody paying attention to him. We
I
just
don't
ignore
pay
his
no, but I don't pay no fucking attention. That motherfucker.
None.
Y'all saw that bitch going over there talking about how she was going to my hometown to my mother's grave, and I didn't pay her no mind.
Wow.
You go dig up my whole mama. I still won't pay you no mind.
Yeah.
I'm a true Aquarius.
That part, unbothered.
I don't care.
Unfucking bothered. That part.
Give them the time of day. Not
They'll
the
never
time of
get
day.
attention from me ever. No.
Well, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This was motherfucking epic. Check out that shit in your inbox, though. Let me know what the fuck you think, Chad. The host got it started. So what you seen in your inbox is where the breakdown started, and then they've been beefing ever since this moment. Yes.
I know.
They've been beefing ever since that moment, and then the mental patient showed up, just saw the bitch out walking the sidewalks of broke ass Hollywood last night, and all of a sudden Wiggins didn't want that smoke. He ain't want none of that heat. They became besties when it came to round 3. So he humbled the shit out of Wiggins. I give him that.
It's a bad look. Just imagine.
It's so bad.
And if I see you out, I'm like, okay, now what's up? What's up?
Right,
now?
because the only link up is gonna be my foot linking into your ass.
So wait a minute, is this Big Gums with a hat on? I'm trying to.
Yes. Hold on. Let me look. Because I ain't seen this since he got his ass whooped.
It looked like one of them LL Cool J, them bucket hats. That's who ran at him when he threw whatever. Or did he have
So apparently the person that ran at him was Wiggums' boyfriend. But that is Wiggums in the hat, and then he bald-headed afterwards. So like after he get knocked back, then he bald-headed. So he was with a hat and then without a hat. He the one who moving around, who security is. He jumping around like he Muhammad Ali and shit.
Yeah, I see. Oh, this is messy. Why would he throw that? Why would he do that? I don't know.
Well, the mental patient claimed that Wiggums was taunting him all night and had his doodle brown ass hands all in his face and walking past him all aggressively, and he was trying to figure out if the hoe wanted to smoke or not because it was all this non-verbal communicating going on. And he just got to the point where he just felt like, okay, this girl is really trying me. I'm sick of this. So he shantaed his ass from one side of the venue to the other with his cup of spit and doused that bitch in his eyes with that cup of spit and got it cracking.
That was his spit?
Girl, that was his spit, girl. He had done swallowed the water and spit back in the cup and then threw that in Wiggums' eyeballs. And Wiggums ain't even gonna get a tetanus shot afterwards or nothing.
Oh my God.
Now I don't. Ooh, let me mind my business because.
Now you tell me, Nosy, is you gonna see a bitch in the streets and then be taking selfies with a bitch and be coming back on the next day talking about y'all besties and big up in this hole and you ain't even get your lit back?
Anybody spit at all, but especially with the rumors that's going. Ooh, I would be in prison.
In an orange jumpsuit, quick.
Yep.
With the quickest. Link up my ass.
He's that scary.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch made ass bitch. No respect. He lost his whole street cred. Like, don't want to see you at the barbecue, hoe. Like, you're done. You're washed in these streets, girl. Like, even like DJ Academics got more testosterone in his goddamn titty than you do, bitch. Your whole fucking body, girl. How you let a bitch with 16K just strip you of all your motherfucking credibility, hoe? Like, you let this nigga fold you the fuck up like a military cot. Make it make sense.
Crazy. Somebody's nasty spit. Ooh.
Let a bitch. Not only did he get doused the fuck up, not only did his toupee get rocked backwards, but then they kicked both of them hoes out of the Zeus event, the free event at that.
That, you know what? People throw shit like acid in people's face and shit like that. You throw something on me, you're dying. You're done. That's crazy.
It's crazy as fuck, and you gonna make up with a bitch. You gonna make up with a bitch.
He's scary as fuck. He don't even care to defend himself. He's that scary.
That's scary.
That he might as well get the boyfriend to go after him. Then where's the boyfriend? The boyfriend got more
Look,
motherfucking heart than he.
It's being speculated that the boyfriend done whip upside his motherfucking head just for making up with this hoe.
No.
That's what the streets are saying, child. The streets are saying that the motherfucking boyfriend done whip upside the motherfucking head just for making up with this bitch.
But you know
that's what the streets are saying, child.
So he lost his,
because y'all got to listen to the interview. If y'all, girl, let me tell you, I was shook when somebody sent it to me this morning because I heard about the picture, but I didn't know the picture was followed up by Wiggins calling in to the mental health patient show. And then the way, like, first of all, I ain't never even heard Wiggins big up the people that he called himself fucking with, the way that he was just all up this bitch's pussy, the way that he was just pouring on the affection and just telling him, you know, how dope you are. And, you know, we was never supposed to beef like this anyway. And, you know, I told you that you got it. I mean, it was just like, girl, what? What? Girl, you okay, bitch? Wow. Like, out of all the motherfucking hoes that's beefing with this nigga, you the weakest link, bitch. You the only bitch who can't hold your own, bitch. Like, this bitch talking shit all day. It ain't pressed nobody else who he talking about every day, bitch. You would be the weakest hoe out of everybody, girl, to finally fold up and give this bitch what he want as if he fucking matters, bitch. Let him run his fucking dick sucker. Let that bitch burn up and being rejected and being ignored, hoe. Like Wiggins just really showed how much he gives a fuck about what people think about him. Yeah, but he's a Gemini. They are childish. They are, I think they're like 7 to 14 years old mentally or something like that. Damn. They're very immature. Yeah. You have to look up the mental age of each zodiac sign. That's why I act like an old woman. We're like 60 to 67. I don't be giving one fuck. I got whole grandma energy. I'm telling you. Yeah, grandma energy. I be tired. I be too tired to care about these weird ass people. But Geminis, they care a lot about what you think. They really do. They're very insecure. I didn't know that. Google the mental age of Geminis. You'll see they're young. It's Aries. They're the youngest. They're like 0 to 7 years old. And then I think Gemini and then Taurus. You could Google it. Google Gemini. I know they bipolar as hell. Yeah. But I didn't know they was that pressed about like public perception. I didn't know that. This is what it says. Gemini represents the age group 14 to 21 years old. It is the time when adolescence meets adulthood. So he's an adolescent in his mind. They don't grow up. They stay at that age. I'm telling you. I believe it. He flipped out and dragged T.S. Madison for a whole year because she didn't give him a to-go plate for a Thanksgiving dinner. She didn't know he had to invite her ass too. I remember that. I mean, and did the most because the woman did not extend an extra chair to the Thanksgiving. Girl, okay. Excuse me, girl. Like, I'm sorry for assuming you had a family. I'm sorry for assuming, girl, that you had somewhere to be on Thanksgiving, honey, because he was looking for her to be a mentor that she didn't know she was at the time. She had no idea she was a mentor. Child, didn't he try to make Tasha K the mentor too? Then he tried to make Tasha K the mentor, and now he back making T.S. Madison the mentor after going team no mentor, tried to make Jason Lee the mentor. He hashtag no mentor. But when T.S. Madison recently called into his show when they were gagging over Unhinged K, you know, he was like, girl, you know, you my mentor. And I'm like, hold on, wait. I thought hashtag no mentor. Now you got a mentor again, girl. You just be so pressed. You can't live in your truth. You really have like abandonment issues and you're trying to find a home out here. And you just need to get clear about that because you just be pussy popping out of both sides of your fucking neck. You don't know whether you want to be strong, whether you want to rest in your femininity. You don't know whether you're a damsel in distress or a bad bitch. Like you need to just gather all of that. You just need to like really figure all of that out. That's a lot going on, girl. Just get crystal clear about your. And then the bitch calls himself a light worker. Where's the light and where's the work? Child, he claimed he can read tarot cards. I be over here with my deck, minding my business, child.
That man can't tap into no kind of spirituality. He's too unbalanced. Don't he got some daddy issues though? Didn't his let me leave that.
Yeah, apparently, like he wasn't. Of course, he got dragged and trolled in his family for being gay, and then that was compounded when he started getting into some non-Christian things. So that he got trolled for being non-Christian and was getting trolled for being homosexual. So there's like some type of a hole and a wound there, and he been trying to fill them daddy and mommy issues by turning Jason into his pappy, but the lie detector test determined that was a fucking lie. Okay. Then he tried to turn Tasha and T.S. Madison into his mama, and the paternity test determined that also was a motherfucking lie too. So, you know, she's just a vagabond. She just out here. She's a whole wandering spirit.
Not a vagabond.
She's a vagabond, honey. She's a whole motherfucking wandering spirit out in this motherfucker. So, yeah, nah, it's giving what needs to be given. But I'm glad these hoes are confused because I'm gonna make content out of all their confusions.
They was calling him what was it, 28 days or how many days he knew Tasha?
27 days.
Child,
27 months. That bitch lasted 27 days.
That is messy.
When him and mental patient started to be friends, that lasted all of 27 minutes, literally. Like they literally fell out 27 minutes after Wiggins started following the mental patient on Instagram.
How long you been calling him mental patients? That is funny.
It's just a day.
Like mental patient.
I give these hoes they prison names. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they ain't gonna get no free for promotion over here, honey. I'm gonna let the people follow the Blues Clues, but indeed, it's a mess. So we're gonna see how long this shit gonna last.
Yeah, that's a mess.
It is so messy. And then he was just getting dragged over on X for being a flip flopper, and then he do this, girl. The supporters and the haters are like gawking and cackling and mumbling and goddamn cackling away because he just can't help himself. He's just a fucking fool.
See, I was dragging him.
I gotta get on Twitter and see. The last thing I saw people saying about him on Twitter was when they showed that powder around his nose.
Oh yeah, the powder that he claimed was AI.
Right. That shit was so funny. I was cracking up.
It was so funny because it was giving Kokio in Tokyo. I was screaming. But according to his fans, I don't know why they were so pressed because they was like, well, this ain't no tea. He already had admitted that he likes to ski on slopes every now and again. And I'm like, okay, well, if this is a self-admitted tea, then what the fuck y'all got a problem with, bitch? Okay, right. The person y'all follow is a whole cokehead. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. They did that in my comments. When I showed it on my YouTube channel, they did it in my comments. Oh, that we already know. And then some people said I was lying. I made it up. I said, all right, girl, whatever.
No, that's his tea. And I'm just like, well, what y'all expect, bitch? He running around with Zeus Network rejects, bitch. It's coke and everybody knows. The fuck? What you think Zeus Rejects is doing, girl? Like, you think them hoes is really out there doing high-end shit? I mean, girl, they get into the Kokyo in the Tokyo. Them bitches is skiing all day or night. And then they wonder where the flip-flopping is compounded by the booger sugar in the Christina Aguilera. Allegedly. Ain't even allegedly because the bitch should admitted to it. The bitch admitted that he that's his recreational. If he gets into some, get in here, Kokiana, get in here.
Oh, wow.
Get in here.
That is a mess.
It's a mess. Let me go. If you going live, Sharell and those are like, when y'all going live?
I was live a little earlier talking about Krishan and this mess with Blueface. I'm kind of over it now, child. You two be draining me.
It is. It's a lot. It's always a lot. It be a lot going on. Well, I'm gonna check that out, Sharell. When you going live?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Everybody busted.
I don't know. Maybe a week. I need some time off. I'm tired.
Yeah. It's a lot, yeah. I'll get my life.
He might be here tomorrow night. You never know.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
never
Facts. Right. And I'll be on ready. On ready.
Yeah.
Well, no, just shout out your a platform, boo. And let them know where they can find you at. I said shout out your platform and let the folk know where they can find you at.
Yes, thank you. Y'all know to come over to Nosy Hill Live for the Messy Resides. I'm trying to get back into the news because you was telling my ass to keep going. So I just trying to get back into it. I've been on the Diddy. We've been in that Diddy tea lately.
Y'all been in that Diddy bag. Oh,
I've been covering that shit.
oh.
I told people in 2020 that man was gonna have an R. Kelly situation. Jay-Z is next. I'm gonna cover his ass too. I got a lot of.
Wait, hold on, Nosy. A lot of people are saying that. Why are they saying that?
Because so Jay-Z was he was doing something to this girl with Harvey Weinstein. I got the court documents on it.
What?
I got the court documents. Yes, I've been had it for a minute.
Oh my God.
It was Foxy Brown as a victim. She was underage. Rihanna was underage. Aaliyah was underage. Beyonce was underage. Jay-Z is next. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Jay-Z is next.
They did say something about Foxy. She dropped.
Yeah, something happened with her connection. Her phone probably died. Wow. Look,
okay.
Beyonce gonna have to make that shit. Beyonce gonna have to stand on business if they Me Too the shit out of Jay-Z ass.
I don't think they will. Do you think they will?
You know what? I do, because for them to touch Diddy like this, for them to touch Diddy, it's kind of giving anybody ass can be touched now. Like they breaking the fourth wall in this shit. They coming for the Titans. They coming for the puppet masters themselves. And
wait a minute. Somebody said to me, Sharell, Diddy's going after the bloggers now. And I think it was.
He is?
Yeah, you didn't hear about this?
No. I mean, I've been dealing with all this other shit. I didn't know that.
I think it was. I can't remember who it was, but they said he's trying to shut down these bloggers and stop people from talking. And you know what? He got enough money to do that. Remember when Steve Harvey did it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He got enough money to do that. But no matter what you do, your reputation is already tainted. So.
It's already tainted. And like everybody now keep coming out corroborating everything. Like the bodyguards came out, people who done worked around Diddy. Then y'all remember Uncle, what's the man name, Sharell, that came out a while ago, like months ago, Uncle something off TikTok. And remember, he also was the one who came out and he was speaking against Beyonce and Jay and P. Diddy, and he claimed that P. Diddy offered him, I think, $5,000 or $10,000 to unalive Biggie or something like that.
It's too much. But you know what? I believe these rumors. It's crazy.
Look at those. Said that's my side to stop talking. Stream, I get off. Okay. Well, y'all check out Nosy Hole, honey. Get into all of the Diddy deep diving, honey. I'm about to get my ass over there myself and clean my fucking house while Nosy Hole is giving me the tea. Sharell, this was amazing.
I know you was dropping tea. I don't know half the shit.
Look, and I'm not even under an NDA. That's what makes it even worse. So these hoes better better find them something to do, because I ain't even under an NDA.
They best leave you alone.
They better fall back like whoa. Mm-hmm. But tell the folk where they can find you at out here.
Sharell's World. But no, Consciouztv, because I have a feeling we'll be back tomorrow because this was too much.
Oh, look. If part two need the part two, let's part two it is.
I guarantee you, I'm going to be calling you in the morning. There's going to be a part two, okay?
God, okay. I'm going to be on ready, child.
All right.
All right, Sharell. Good night, boo.
All right. Thanks for having me on. Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay. That was Sharell, you guys. Look, I don't even fuck with the mental patient girl, but shout out to the mental patient for proving that Wiggins is a punk, pissy, prissy ass bitch who all smoke, no fire, ain't about that motherfucking life. That bitch wanted to turn his abuser into a best friend, bitch, because he already knew what time it was, girl. Okay, he let the mental patient make a goddamn fool of him, girl. So you know, I'ma have to give the mental patient a round of applause, bitch. You did your big one, girl. You did your big one, bitch. You brought that hoe all the way down to 6K, honey. You turned that bitch into a 6K girl. You saying you made her into a 16,000 type of a bitch. Okay? Gotta give it up to the mental health patient. It gives what it gives, girl. I am shocked like this, girl. I can't believe these hoes be talking all this shit. And they built like cotton and polyester out here in these streets like this. I can't understand it, knows it. I can't believe these hoes got all this mouth like this. And they not standing on their business. How you let a 16K hoe humble you like this, girl? How you let her do you like this? You don't love yourself. It was already bad enough, bitch. You and this hoe ended up in the same free lunch line. Then y'all end up inside a free event. And then you ended up with free spit in your motherfucking face, hoe. And then that bitch pull up to you, girl, to make good on his word. And you gonna turn your abuser, girl, into your bestie. Bitch, that's what I call alchemy, girl. That's what I call motherfucking transmuting, bitch. That's what I call problem solving, bitch. So y'all got to also give it up to Miss Wiggins, girl. That's a problem solving ass bitch. That's a problem solving ass bitch, girl. Y'all gotta give it up to her, girl. You can't make this type of shit up, bitch. You can't do it. You can't do it. Only on Miss YouTube, honey, where the best resides, where the best motherfucking resides. Period. And it is. See, this is what she did because she was trying to be slick by being friends and following the mental patient to begin with, because she started following the hoe on Instagram at the height of the mental patient's beef with the official Queen Hemorrhoid show. Okay, so she was low-key trying to arouse and irritate the official Queen Hemorrhoid show by following and befriending and opping up with his biggest op at the time. But he didn't realize that the mental patient was really mental, girl. Okay, that girl is really unstable, girl. Okay, I know the old adage is of, you know, an enemy of your enemy is your friend. But that don't apply with crazy. Okay? You gotta let crazy reside where the crazy resides, baby. Okay, you just sit back and you gotta try to direct that energy from afar, baby. Okay, but you can't get up close to that bitch because you bound to end up with third-degree burns fucking with fire like that. So, you know, Miss Wiggins done fucked around and found the fuck out, girl, but she done humble the fuck out that bitch. That bitch is talking real good now, girl. She want to give back to the community. She talking about now being reciprocal, girl. She understand the importance of also giving. Okay, not just receiving, girl. Baby, mental patient got that bitch talking all the way right. All the way right, girl. I ain't even mad at it, girl. Miss Wiggins ate, baby. She ate it. She ate it, girl. Ate it and blessed it be. Ate it, girl. Clean plate. Bon appetit. Put the extinguisher to that motherfucking fire, bitch. Quick. Okay? So that's my commentary. We do it all here, girl. Make sure y'all subscribe, share. Support my girl Sharell and Nosy Chad. I'll be seeing y'all later. Leave y'all comments, girl, what y'all think is going on out here. And anything y'all need to show me, girl, just go ahead and email that over to me at consciouztv@gmail.com. Follow me on this Instagram and DMs me, girl. And I will see y'all later. Good night.